Yo,
Yo, what's up? What's up?
what's going on? How are you?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I'm good. I feel like it's been forever since we did this, but it's only
Yeah,
been a week.
yeah, I know, right?
I think because I didn't talk to you on Wednesday. I think that's why.
Yeah. When we don't do it Wednesday, it always feel like it's been forever.
Yeah, I know. I know. Pretty crazy. I bought my kid a PC, and man, I guess I thought she was just gonna do Minecraft, but Minecraft it takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
I'm used to
Yeah.
playing Fortnite, so I was figured well, Minecraft probably doesn't take that much like
Mm.
CPU strength, and I was wrong. So I might have to buffer it up a little bit.
Yeah. Max it out.
Yeah. So did you pick anything up this week?
Yes, I did at a minor complication. One of the great collectors, we just had a miscommunication on the card, but it's being sent back. So I'll have that back when it comes. But my Suki covers did finally come in. Uh
Nice. So did mine look. See mine up here?
Yeah. I had to put one up here, because that
Mhm.
yeah, that's the cover for sure.
It's my favorite cover so
Yeah.
far.
Did you get the you didn't get the virgin cover in yet, right?
Not yet. It hasn't
Yeah,
come yet.
okay. Okay,
I
I was
ordered
just
2 of
sure.
them.
Yeah.
I got my, limited to 3,000 version of this. So it looks like I was wrong and Sad Lemon did, like, a bait and switch because I know they said in the title, they said both versions in the picture and in the title.
Yeah.
So I bought 3 of each, but it looks like they only sent me 3 of the, Meow Skulls.
Yeah.
So I'll wait for prices to go down, I guess, hopefully, and then I'll grab a Midas one.
If the prices don't go down, I'll send you one and then you know what we can do? You can send me the I think I need more storm covers.
Yeah, I'll send you whichever covers you need
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I
We
got
can
I got a lot.
we can do that clean swap like that. So that works.
What's up, my escape world and living the dream?
What's up?
Welcome
What's
to the
up, yo?
chat. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed, but I kind of
Yeah.
figured it was going when they changed it on their website
It was but I know what you was talking about. It definitely because when I first
because
ordered from there, I
we saw it at
thought,
the same
yeah,
time because
yeah,
you messaged me and said, "Yo,
yeah,
look," and we both searched. I said, "Where'd you
yeah.
order from?" You're like, "Sad Lemon." I was like, "Me too."
And then I ordered from because what happened was I seen what was it? Is Forbidden Planet or something like that. They had I was reading it and I guess they said their shipping was faster.
Mhm.
So don't that's the only reason why I ordered from them as well. And that happened to help me get the Midas one, even though I thought I was getting 6 instead of for 3.
I mean, I've noticed that the comics usually go down in price after a few months.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that one does that. I think long term they're good, but I'm hoping they go down.
Yeah.
So I don't want to pay $60 for it.
No. Like I mean, the sweet spot in my opinion, like not even including shipping, would probably be 15, 20.
Oh my gosh, is Dylan in the chat?
Oh, his
Dill? Holy moly, look at that. I don't know if y'all saw. He has a lot of cards for sale.
oh yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Man, so I can't wait. Oh,
Sheesh.
we got 7 people in already. That's what's up.
Yeah, what's up? Man, if you guys have not seen this sale, there's some good cards.
Yeah,
Shout out to
yeah,
Dill. Oh,
he got some heat in there.
I posted some heat too, and it hasn't sold. So
Matter of fact, you Dill and Phil has some heat too.
yeah, he did. Yeah, I was trying to get some funds together to make some moves, but
Yeah.
long term view on bulk series 3 shards.
Mm.
Um, I like them. I think
You're big on that though.
yeah, series 3
Yeah.
shards. Yeah.
Like as in like having them in bulk, like having a good amount of them.
Yeah. I mean, because if they were so expensive, no, but like they're so cheap that yeah,
Uh-huh.
why not? I like to fill out a page.
Yeah.
Like if I feel like series 3, you can put them in a binder and
Yeah.
bulk up. So I mean, I'm doing some of the moves so I can get back into a buying mode, but
Yeah.
I need need like at least 2-3 weeks to
Yeah.
get some stuff together. But yeah, no, like my escape world said, no one's buying.
No one is buying, and I have leveraged my trades in a great way. This is, you know what? I will say this though. I am thoroughly disappointed in myself though.
That you were
I
not prepared for this drop.
I was prepared, but I wasn't as prepared as I could have been. I was I've done great with this drop for sure. I have no complaints. I've gotten a lot of cards that I felt I would never not even never get, but I thought I would have to pay a lot for.
Mhm.
and I've been able to obtain them. But dang, I really could have been, loaded, strapped, ready to go. But I'll say
I
that
hear you.
I'll say I had a couple bullets in there. I didn't have a full clip though. I'll say that.
I mean, I'm trying to think of Series 1 cards. I
Man.
got I got that what did I get? I got, what's his name? Not Junk Lord, what's his name?
Oh, Rush Lord.
Rust Lord. I got
Uh-huh.
him in a 9 for a really
Yeah.
good deal, and then I got my hunting rifle,
Uh-huh.
and the rest I was just piling up Series 3 shards.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're looking at, like, $25 for a shard. It feels
Yeah.
like early Series 2.
Uh-huh.
Um, so, I mean, I'm a really big fan of those, but it's hard with Series 1 being so cheap too.
Yeah, straight. What's up, bro? Dylan, that's a great point because that's the hard part. You can take a couple different angles. Like you said, you could technically, have a great position in one card in series three. Like you could have 9 to 10, or
Mhm.
you can get, a solid series one shard graded, like,
Mhm.
PSA 9. Like it is, so it is a very interesting time in the market. But like we've talked about before, I'm happy the market is this way.
Oh,
Like
yeah, me too.
the and not just as a collector, but for the investors as well. And the reason why I say that is because you have to know what cards sell for in a down market and in a strong market. And we're seeing what it sells for in an extreme down market. So you kind of understand what opportunities will come up the next time if you weren't prepared for this down market. I think I did pretty well, but I would have loved to have been, you know, I would have loved to have been even more prepared.
Yeah, it also shows which cards
Mm-hmm.
can withstand, a down market. But, we're so young. I mean, Fortnite cards are so young that I don't think the next down market will be as bad.
No,
You know what I
no.
mean? Because right now we're shaking out a lot of the investors are kind of scared to buy right now.
Yes.
Um, so we're shaking out a lot of weak hands out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been trying to only sell like hollows if I can because I want to try to build up my shard collection.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been looking at my hollows. I've been looking at some of the hollows, even the ones I list. I was like, dang, I've been trying to list stuff for prices I would pay for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, dang, I kind of want to buy some hollows at these prices.
Right. That and I think it's interesting because, like, I feel like this was the first. I came into a moment like this when I first got in. Like when I first got in, the market was outrageous.
Hmm.
Then about 3 months later, the market kind of corrected, and that's when I first got not even crystal shards. That's when I first got Series One hollows, like at a great price. The ones that I was missing, like Gold Trooper, Wild Card,
Hmm.
because for a while those cards were kind not unattainable, but you had to pay a nice price to get those cards. And I feel like any new collectors that's coming in from Series Three, this is your time for Series One. But if you wanted to stay in Series Three as well, you can do pretty well doing that at the same time.
Yeah, my escape world makes a good point here because is correlating with like the market. I mean, everything's down. Crypto, the stock market,
Hmm.
um, you know, inflation is on the rise.
Hmm.
So we can't just it's hard to tell like it's hard to say that Fortnite cards are down. It's
It's
just everything's
everything.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's down. So I mean that's a good point right there. And what would
Well,
you put your money in if you're an investor? Like
hmm,
I'm a collector, so that's why I'm buying it and
right.
investing, but like theoretically, if you were an investor, you only supposed to do like 10% into this type of market.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. Matt, what's up? What's up? Both Matts. But yeah, like I agree, my escape world. It's the economy in general. I'm in New York. Gas is literally touching $5 at this time. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
about
almost
five.
five.
Yeah, it's literally like 5 cent away, so
It depends on my gas station, but
yeah.
yeah.
But I truly say this is a time that I completely pivot into the aspect of I'm either trading into a card, but I always do that though. So I just approach the market a little different. But yeah, economy definitely comes heavy into it.
Yeah, I agree with this though. I mean, y- there's not there's not too many buyers in the Fortnite market yet, but I mean, we talk about 100,000, which
Mm-hmm.
of the true gamers is a tiny, tiny percentage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once we hit like that kind of segment in a few years,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, I mean, these cards are going to be gone. I
Yeah.
mean, right now the price is being dragged down because people keep seeing them. But
Yeah.
like the 8 ball, we didn't see an 8 ball in like forever.
Yeah.
The USA shard, and then it went for 2,400.
Yeah.
Like that demand was just, I feel like it just kept building up that demand for that one card.
And Series 2 has done some amazing things that I don't feel a lot of people have been talking about. There's been some cards that have definitely dropped from their original price, but like they're holding strong in that tier of like that 3 to 400. Those top cards in Series 2 is definitely holding strong. So I don't think it gets enough credit for that.
Oh yeah, I mean the prices are holding strong. I mean the sports market got hit
Yeah.
hard.
Mhm.
Um, so yeah, I'm not worried at all.
Now
I just feel like
Series 1 is getting hit for sure. Series 1 is getting hit. Series 3 really doesn't count because it's so new, but Series 2.
but in a card collecting hobby where we've only been around for 3 series,
Mhm.
and we just had a sale of, what was it for the Black Knight, 17,000, or I guess 15,000.
Yeah, 15,000, 20% buyer's
I
fee.
mean,
So yeah.
that's not that's still pretty crazy. If you
Yeah.
zoom out, right? If you zoom out
Mhm.
in the 5 year range,
Exactly.
I mean that's pretty crazy. So
I don't see. I get the Put it this way. I get the fear for somebody that doesn't understand, but for people that have been here before or understand, I don't get the fear. I don't get it. Like in that, and I get the any fear that I understand is the fear of not getting that card that you should have got
I
because the
mean,
market is down. But
I guess
other than that,
I think it depends if you're over leveraged or not. Like
that
if
makes sense. Yeah,
I mean, because people do weird stuff with money. Some people take out loans to make investments and stuff like that.
yeah,
And this is an investment advice, but I recommend not taking out loans
yeah,
to
yeah,
get cards.
yeah.
Um, it's very, very dangerous. But I mean, that's probably why people have fear.
But but this is why I always brought up, like, a lot of people. That's why kind of having a list of what you want, like that you really want in your collection,
Hmm.
that is so important because you'll know what to buy in down markets for leverage for you to get the cars that you want.
That's a
You
good
know,
point.
like it's
Because
yeah, hmm
before it didn't matter because only one good card showed up at a time,
yeah,
pretty much, right?
exactly, yeah,
So it didn't matter, right?
hmm
Now it's like so many good cards show up. It's like your brain doesn't know what to think. It's like, which one should I go after? You don't
yeah,
even know.
yeah,
That's a good
like
point.
because like for instance, it's a couple sales this week that is very interesting to me, right? So Drift PSA 9 sold for a little over 1K, right?
Hmm.
He has consistently been selling, like he's been outselling the whole market, if you want to talk about it that way. When it
That's
comes,
it.
it's interesting, bro. It
Yeah. I mean,
is.
what was he? He was selling like 1,700, 1,800 raw, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then so then Omega sold for, it was like the PSA 9 sold for, I think it was like 389. It was something around that. Somebody got a major steal, but at the same time, that I was happy to see that in the aspect of, if that was me, I would have had that opportunity. I have the card already, but people are having opportunities to grab cards that were
Hmm.
way out of reach. Like Omega was way out of reach, like not even being touched. And now somebody got a PSA 9 for under $500, along with Aura for, like, I think Aura sold for a PSA 9 cracked ice sold for about six. I can't remember what it was. It was like 600 something. I think once again, Aura's holding strong, but
So
that's a
that
great
Aura
buy.
sale,
Yeah,
I was watching it with somebody else,
yeah,
and I said, "Man, this is no one's bidding. I'm
yeah.
gonna bid." And that person says, "Oh, you bidding too? I'm the highest bidder." And then I was like, "All right, I'm not gonna bid. You got it. I'm not gonna." But there's like 27 people watching it. I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, someone's gonna take a stab, so it's not worth my time,
yeah,
right?" I was wrong, I guess. No one took a stab. I think
hmm
maybe everyone was thinking the same thing. I don't know.
yeah.
What
That
do you think Midas would do if it wasn't a down market? Because he's still over 1K graded, right?
yeah,
1200 ish.
yeah, yeah. I would say so. I don't know what he would do. You mean raw though, right?
No,
Or
I
do
mean
you?
the graded one goes for what, like 1200, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I think the 10
So what
goes
would
for
he?
like 12.
So what would it go in like a good market?
I don't know. It's such a new card.
It's
Like
crazy though because it keeps selling though for
yeah.
that price, right? So
hmm
um, that's an interesting card. I'd love to see what it actually goes for.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty sure, I haven't even looked at the pop report, but I'm pretty sure he's cracked 50 Probably he's probably at 50 cracked ice graded now. So
I'm gonna check. Yeah.
yeah, check on that. My skateboard said he was the underbidder on the drift and the bright bomber. The bright bomb, I'm not gonna lie, I was tempted
Oh,
on
I
the
was
bright
watching the
bomber.
Bright Bomber too. I was
I
like,
was tempted on the bright bomber for sure.
I need a Bright Bomber because I have the Dark Bomber 10, right? I need
Yeah,
a Bright Bomber USA. I have Italy 10.
yeah.
Um, let me look up Midas.
Then
See.
Matt said he would have bid at 1K for
Yeah,
that or for that
Stray
or.
Kid pulled a Midas today.
Oh yeah, I seen that. I seen that. I seen that.
Wow, yeah, we're at 48 Midas cracked ice
48.
at PSA. I mean, that's pretty insane.
Did you see the PSA 9 laser of Midas?
No, I
Uh
haven't seen it.
I'm gonna send it to you real quick. Just I'm not even gonna say nothing. Just tell me what you think when you see it. Hold on.
Midas pull over coffee. I don't know. I'm a big coffee drinker.
Yeah, me too. Where is where is it at? Oh, here it is. All right.
Oh, no one submitted a Midas to SGC yet.
It took me 28 mega boxes worth it, I guess. Mine was 17. I think I was at 17 when I pulled the Midas.
I don't remember how many mega boxes, but I still haven't gotten a Midas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the demand's gonna be higher than whatever the cracked ice will be. So,
For sure. For sure. Black Ash, what's up, bro?
speaking of the devil, there. So, you guys think me and Black Ash have been doing some? I've been streaming with Black Ash as we run
Oh
reviews
yeah, yeah.
lately. So, if you guys ever see us on stream, come say hello. I know
You
a
gotta
few of
put
you
it in
have.
y'all gotta put it in the Instagram story so they can jump right in.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'll do that next time. Normally, it's just like when we're out, when we're just playing. I was like, yeah, let me just live stream real
Yeah.
quick.
You gotta get hit that Twitch too.
Yeah, I mean, I figured I was using YouTube since we do so much on YouTube.
hmm
Yeah, but Black Ash is a beast. If you guys don't know, I think he streams as well. So go watch Black Ash for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm. That's a hot take.
I was just about to
That's a
mention.
hot take.
So I was just looking at this. He might be right because Midas Laser, there's only 3 graded, 0
hmm
10s, 0 10 so far.
Matt, what's your opinion? Matt, what's your opinion on that? Yeah, that's
I mean, it's debatable. I'm a shard guy, right?
yeah.
So I like the shards.
I mean, I have both at PSA right now. I like the laser a lot,
I
so
know you do. Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. I have no idea, honestly.
All right. So there's 16 Optichromes, 13 hollows, 48 cracked ice, and only 3 lasers graded. Now, is that just because people aren't sitting in lasers, or because
Yeah,
people aren't buying
I think
blasters?
they send in cracked ice at a higher rate.
Well,
In
yeah, for
my
sure, cracked ice. But what about
yeah,
Optichrome and hollow
I think people been sending in Optichromes. Like I think they've been
over
um
lasers? So if you had a laser and an Optichrome, which one are you sending in?
okay based off of what you're getting at Optichrome.
Hmm.
Based off of for me aesthetic wise, I love the Optichromes. You know how I feel about
Yeah.
Optichromes, but I mean I did send in the laser. So
I mean, for me, the lasers just don't seem as I don't know, as special as
really,
yeah, as the just because coming from sports, I just remember that kind of like hollow. I
hmm
was hoping when they did the lasers that they would do something like a little different. You know what I mean?
I definitely didn't want that Luca one we was looking at with all. I hated that card. So
Yeah.
it was like the small like lasers that card is disgusting to me. So I'm glad
I
I'm glad they didn't
I
do
don't know.
that
It could
one.
have been pretty cool. I mean, you have to remember like the Fortnite and the sports look completely different with the
Mhm.
hollow.
Yeah,
So depending on how they do it, it could look pretty cool.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
my skin said he's biased. Let's see. Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah, like that. But and then Dylan, did you see the laser I sent you?
Just now, let me go look.
Yeah, look on. Just tell me. I'm not even gonna say nothing yet. Just look at it because it goes to what Black Ash is saying. Parallel.
Yeah, yeah, I can share that too.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Open image in new tab. So I mean,
What do you think about that? Like in a and not even in a.
what percentage are like that? Do y'all know? Like
I have
how
no idea.
often? Because I have only opened like 3 lasers.
No, the laser, like the possibility of it coming out like that is pretty high, bro. Like
I
it's
mean,
pretty
you
high.
know what? I think the Midas lasers actually might be pretty dope. To
I'm
be honest.
telling you, bro. Don't like that laser is sweet. That
Yeah,
laser is
the
sweet.
laser is pretty dope with Midas. I'm not gonna lie, that
I
one's
would
pretty
say
dope.
this though. The Optichrome is just so clean. Like the Optichrome is clean. So
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah. Optichrome, like my Aura Optichromes,
Hmm.
they almost converted me from shards. I mean, those things are clean, and I don't know what the pop report is on those either.
My skateboard, when you say New York, you mean New Jersey, right? Just saying. Because it's only one New York team, but that's beside the point. And,
Oh, are we about to have a turf war over here?
I'm just saying, Yeah.
So, I'm up. So I know what I'm sending to SGC. I just don't
Mhm.
know when. I've got 19 candidates to send in for Renegade Raider from
19. That's
Reloaded.
a good number.
19.
That's a
So
good number.
here's my question for you guys, because everyone knows what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to get a pristine, or at
Hmm.
least a 10. Yeah. Grab those. So do I do my best two Renegade Raiders in the last section? So here's all of them.
Hmm.
Or do I put one best 10 cards in and then my second best or my other best in the last?
I think that's better. Let them get
Because
warmed
I'm
up.
because what are we trying to do? We're trying to show them cards that obviously aren't 10s or pristine,
Hmm.
and then bam, they see a really good one they can't find anything on.
What they
Because
what?
if we put both together, they might start comparing them, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, well, what I'm thinking of is, well, they be. I mean, they've graded more cars than that, so they won't get tired. But you don't want to exhaust them too much.
It's 19 too many.
What y'all think? I don't know. 19 doesn't seem like it's too many. You kind of want to make I don't know, man. I don't know. I would say 19 is good, maybe 15,
Or should
maybe.
I do like the top five?
That's what I'm thinking, like that they going to get tired by the middle of that.
Yeah.
Do 10.
All right. What about five then? 10 it would be like the same effect, right?
That's Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, lead with layup, so you think they're legit, and then end on the best one.
Oh, that's a good, yeah.
Okay, okay. So we don't want them to think that we're just submitting every single card we pulled, right?
Right, right.
Okay.
Right, yeah, that I think that makes sense because then it's like, did you even look or are you just sending in everything?
Okay. So what if I do 3 separate orders of 5 cards
Okay.
and like do them like a week apart or something like that?
Hmm. Now, are you going to do all your like top tier cards together, or are you going to put like one in each of
Mm,
them?
I mean, all of mine are pretty.
No, I mean the ones that you want that you feel is the best. I mean.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I guess I would try to for each set of 5 cards, I want to lead up to that pristine card.
Hmm. Hmm. I tried that with comics to get a perfect 10. Yeah, I heard it's pretty tough with comics as well. Not the 10, but just like the system to try to get the 10, I should say.
I clicked the wrong one. Yeah. Perfect tens in comics are super rare, but so are tens in SGC. I mean, so are pristines and cards. So
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I'll hit you up and see what
Yeah.
you think.
Matt gonna give you that full breakdown, bro. He gonna give it to you.
I know I have at least 2 or 3 10 worthy cards. The question is, are they going to give me a pristine?
Yeah. Bobby, I agree.
Take Matt's advice as my advice. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, I'm gonna hit you up, Matt. Um, maybe I'll send you some pictures. No, I'm not bulk. I'm just trying to get in my Renegade Raider as a pristine card.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out how to con the system to get like a better favor. So,
Yeah.
I
I'm
mean,
trying.
if these don't work, I'll just have to get more reloaded packs because I really want to. I really want to do that. I think
Yeah.
Renegade Raider is a good one.
Renegade Raider is a perfect one because
They
Midas is
have,
already in
yeah,
there. Black Knight, Renegade Raider card looks the best with the orange. So I think that's a good one.
yeah, yeah. I think so too. Now, what would it be worth? Would it even be would it even be
Right.
worth it? I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, is it? Do you think it's worth the chase?
I think the pristine is worth the chase.
But if you get a 10, is it?
I think it's still.
Do you think the duds is worth it? Which isn't technically not duds,
I
but
for
if you
Renegade
get,
Raider, I think so.
yeah,
But the problem is like everyone has a stigma of reloaded still.
hmm
Um, I like this set, so the question is, does it ever break out of that like rut? Kind of like hoops.
yeah,
Like,
it's like
does hoops ever? I mean, they only did one reloaded though, and hoops always comes out.
I could see this. Put it this way, I could see if Midas ends up doing well long term, which we all assume he will. Um, I could see people looking to reload it for that because you have Midas, Black Knight, so Series 1, Series 3, and then Renegade Raider could be in that mix once people understand that. So, I mean,
Hmm.
I think Reloaded has a lot of potential. Will it ever reach that is a higher call, but out of all of those, I think Renegade is worth it.
I'm gonna go for it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Y'all can see the result. I'm gonna talk to Matt and I'll show you guys. Maybe we'll do like I'll take a picture of each of them and see what we get.
Kari, what did you think of Matt and Eduardo's trade? Matt's in here, by the way. What did you think about it? You asked about it. Did you think it was even? Do you think Eduardo came out on top? Matt, what do you feel? Uh let's see.
I mean, I personally think they both got what they needed out of it.
hmm
I think
It
it was
was
fair.
pretty fair. I'm not gonna lie. The only one I was like, I don't know how Matt did it was that gold trooper. That gold trooper, I was
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
my
That's
god.
what got
Like,
it for me. I was like,
yeah.
but I'm a big Gold Trooper fan,
Yeah.
so
And then what it was like, but Matt, you made out pretty well on that other gold trooper, right? The raw one he gave you. Didn't you get a
mhm.
9?
While he's answering that, Stray Kid,
Yeah.
yeah, I love the Suki one.
hmm
Um, yeah, it's limited to 3,000. There is a there is a
hmm
a
There you go.
virgin variant
There you go.
that doesn't have the trade dress, so it doesn't have any text on it. It's just a picture. If you're looking for that one's online somewhere, not on eBay, but
Mhm. Yeah, that got a 50. He got an 8. You see, but see, here's the thing though. This is what I want to think about when it comes to match trade, right?
mhm,
So in hindsight, you see it, and people may feel that it was a little iffy, like when it comes to Gold Trooper and Dyer. But then you look at the market now, right? Like you look
mhm.
at the market now, he could get everything back at the fraction of the price and still have the PSA 10, Black Knight,
Yeah,
which
I
is
guess that makes sense because the Black Knight 10 is always gonna be like the hardest
exactly.
to acquire, especially at like how many there are.
hmm
Um, I mean, Gold Trooper, that's a hard one too. But like you said, we've already seen that one pop up
Yeah,
a couple times during this
yeah.
down market.
Oh, Kyrie got a little. Let's see what we got here. Y'all, you put it up there, perfect.
Yeah, he had to give up more. But if you guys watched the interview,
hmm
I really like what Matt said. Is
hmm
that sometimes you have to trade 4 or 5 quarters to get
Yeah,
that dollar. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's such a true statement. It's like, you give 5 to get that really good one.
yeah. That just threw me off. My bad. That's way wall.
No, so I just explained this is actually a chalkboard wall. Um, this used to be my kids' room, and my wife spent 3 days doing this for my kids a couple years ago, and I don't have the heart to paint over it.
But it looks like
So
suede wallpaper, and I never noticed that.
yeah, it does.
That's crazy. Okay.
Hopefully,
That's
it's not too distracting,
no,
but
it's dope. It's cool.
all right,
Don't
cool.
bother me. Uh,
Yeah, I really like that analogy. I'm gonna steal that.
yeah.
But that's now part of my philosophy, I think.
But like that's what I always said. Like I'm like, because like for instance, as y'all know, I told y'all the submission I did for PSA. That's all for looks. I don't care what's in there. I got a Midas laser, Midas cracked ice. I could care less. Once I get the lux, that's when it all starts again. So yeah, I feel Matt on that for sure. Then Matt said back, he said, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely get the train of thought, and I kind of agree with it.
Yeah.
Um, it makes sense to me.
And I think like, that was one of those things where deep down inside, I'm pretty sure Matt, I mean, he pretty much touched on it already. I'm pretty sure he knew that everything else you can get back. Like you
Yeah,
said, Dylan, like that PSA 10 Black Knight, like it's gonna be hard always, always.
yeah.
So
And originally, what was the highest sale? The highest sale was
well,
like almost 50K.
yeah, it was like 50, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I mean, once the market actually blows up, like he said, we kind of have like 1,000 buyers right
yeah.
now. Once we hit like 100,000 buyers,
Mm-hmm.
20,000 buyers, that stuff is just gonna just dry up real quick
Mm-hmm.
if it doesn't before then.
And then on top of that, right? Just with Kyrie and Matt talking about this and us as well, like I feel like the trade of hands is going on. Like you said earlier, the weak hands versus the strong hands, right? Like
Mhm.
it's like, oh yeah, all these drifts are selling, but it's like, who hands are these going to? If these are going to strong hands, that's four drifts off the market. You know what I mean? That's four drifts off the market. That's a Omega. That's a Aura off the market. That's three Ragnaroks. I know where two of the Ragnaroks went. So a lot of these Series One crystal shards are going into collectors' hands, and
Mm.
that next wave, we don't know what that next wave is going to look like. It's not that they're not there, but they could be still ungraded in PSA 8 condition. um it's a lot of things that can happen that could kind of make this market unique when we look back on it.
That's interesting because who is buying right now?
Right.
Mostly collectors who want their Grail card, right?
Mm-hmm.
And those are going to be some strong hands.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the ones that are selling at a discount might be more like investment heavy cards and
Yeah.
not Grail cards.
Mm-hmm.
Like 8 ball,
Yeah.
that would be a good candidate to be someone's Grail card,
Yeah.
right? And they might be taking this opportunity to snag it.
Yeah.
And it's not like a Peely, right? Because Peely would get the investors' ideas into it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a really good point.
You know what worries me about 8 ball with me wanting 8 ball? Three people, that's the last card they need for their master set. How does that happen? Like that's crazy to me, bro.
Well, you know how I
Like,
feel when everyone says, "Oh, this is the hardest card. This is too
yeah,
short
yeah,
print." You know how I feel about that
yeah.
because it's so hard to pull a card. But with
This
that
is
said,
yeah,
3 people looking for master set, it might
yeah.
be short print.
Like,
That's more evidence than anything like, "Oh, it took me so many times to pull it."
yeah. And
3 people
yeah,
looking for a master set, that's pretty crazy.
that's pretty. And then on top of that, Dylan, the opposite side of that though is once those three get that card, right?
Mhm.
Does that fourth, fifth, and sixth person want that card just as much? And that could be the possible correction of 8 ball, down the road. So all those things come into
Well,
play.
I'll ask you, how many people do you think are going for a master set?
Right.
You think more than 10, more than 15?
I wouldn't say more than 15. It probably between 10 and 15, not more. Maybe though.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't there's a lot of quiet people in
Yeah.
the collecting
Yeah.
community. I mean, this is one of the things we were talking about. It's like
Yeah.
when you have a collection, a lot of time it's private,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Mhm.
So even people who may be watching who don't comment and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff, there's a lot of people who are just probably in the shadows making moves.
Yeah. That let's see. Mhm.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I like all those. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, those are
they all have potential, but
mhm.
I mean, I don't. None of those except for maybe Peely has anywhere close to the potential as Black Knight. Maybe Drift. But
Yeah, not that Black. See, Black Knight is like he is just in a class of his own.
yeah,
He is, and then I feel, but what you're saying though, I do feel it could possibly be Drift Pilly together in that tier,
yeah,
whatever that is. You know what I mean? Like,
hmm
and that's not even based off of us putting anything game wise. This is based off the market. Like,
yeah.
this is the market talking at this point with Drift. Like,
Well, after 3 years of
yeah,
collecting, we're starting to see what do people who collect like, right?
uh-huh.
And there's a lot of people who both play the game and collect,
Yeah,
and they like Drift and they
yeah,
like Keeley. That's not game wise. That's just the
uh-huh.
current fan bases that's in collecting right now.
Because that's like that 3 year thing is the perfect, bringing that up specifically because that's where we're at now. People has had 3 years to choose with series one, so
And I mean, maybe we need a section that says like the state of the hobby or something. Like what cards are like top of the hobby right now?
uh-huh,
You know what I mean? Because those aren't always like gamer wise, right? Because right
uh-uh.
now most of the people collecting aren't even gamers.
Yeah.
Um,
Be- because like for instance, like we always say, like the Ragnarok aspect is definitely based off of aesthetic. You know what I mean? That's a definitely an aesthetic play, but he holds up so well. I think he's undersold a couple times, but he's been holding up very well in a down market. Like
mhm.
for instance, Omega sold for 300 something, like it was like 350, let's say. And Ragnarok outsold him in that. Now everything goes into play, based off of what you need, off of what you like, but you can't overlook that for sure.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, drift. Did you miss the three? What the 3K was? Is that a PSA card? I'm not sure what.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was that the PSA 10 drift, I think. Yeah, that was. I mean, I just screenshotted like some of his sales just to like
Yeah, he
try to
said the 10.
process it, and is so he's been, besides he sold 1,500, a little over a year ago raw, 3,400, uh 3,200, and then his PSA 10 sold for
We're
a little over 1K.
we're gonna have to create a page on FortniteCards.com
Mhm.
for like high sales. I feel like
Yeah, because it's getting, like you said, a little bit.
it would just be fun. Like it doesn't even have to be in order, but
Mhm,
like just for you to browse, just to see all in one
mhm,
place of like what are some really big sales for some cards.
mm.
Like 1,000 plus. Um, that'd be pretty cool.
My skateboard said Drift is only pop four in PSA 10, which is very interesting because three of them have went to new hands over the past 2 months. So that's pretty crazy,
So are people like buying and then selling them?
right? Could it be
I
the
have I
same
have I
ones?
haven't been paying attention to the numbers. I guess you could go back and look.
Hmm.
Um, but like Series One has so many shards, even hollows for that instance that haven't even gotten over 10.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, Series One is
yeah.
if you
There you
guys
go.
don't know, Series One is rare. Don't let the eBay listings
Please
like
don't.
don't
Please
let the
don't.
eBay listings confuse
Listen,
you.
listen.
These cards are rare. Like me actually look, I never even looked at Rest Lord.
Black Ash, we might have. It might have only been two. It might have only been two. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was only two. Let me see.
Talking about recent sales for Drift.
Yeah. Yeah, then it was a PSA 9. Let me see. I can great comparison card. Great comparison. For sure. I really love this comparison because as y'all know, I look at my collection like a NBA team, 15
Hmm.
players. Like so I like that. But like I just, it's certain players you gotta go for. If LeBron is asking for a trade, you gotta go get LeBron. I think you know what I mean. Like you gotta give those OKC picks up. and go get LeBron. Like it's that simple.
Wow, actual Restlord actually has 9 graded shards.
Hmm.
I would not have guessed that. I thought it would have been lower.
So pretty much okay. Yeah, because I know Matt has one. My escape row has one now. I
For
know
which
Black
one?
Drift. I know Black Ash has a drift. I don't know what grade it is or if he got it graded yet.
Yeah, I agree with this, Matt. Um, Nines are
Listen,
great cards.
you know how I feel.
Nines are great. Yeah, you're all over the nines. I
Yeah.
get that. Nines are great cards. You know, eights, even eights aren't bad.
Hmm.
But like nines at discounted price
Hmm.
right now is pretty crazy.
Nines at 8 prices is right now pretty much.
Like
But
what I told you, I got my rocks right,
yeah,
65, $70 for a
yeah.
PSA 9.
Hmm.
Not a major card, but at the same time, that's a 9. That's a pretty good grade.
And
Um,
yeah, and then on top, I mean, we've said this before, but Matt said it again in the interview. He was saying how, so many cards could be the card or they could be baby grails. That's what Matt was getting at.
mhm.
Because listen, the list go deep. It's very few cards that, there's cards that really matter, and then there's cards that just either look good, but the list of ones that people are just like whatever with is very few. Is very few. Like especially for series one.
Well, I the other thing is just not even like baby grails. Let's take it for instance, all the tens are picked up by like hard-handed, heavy hitters who are not selling, right?
Hmm.
There's no tens ever hit the market, you
Yeah.
know? That 9 is not gonna be a baby grail. It's gonna be the only grail you ever see, possibly.
Exactly. Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So it's like
Exactly.
it's gonna be a true grail at some point.
Yeah.
Like a Black Knight Correct Dice 9,
Hmm.
if no one is listing their tens at all,
Hmm.
and with like if you have like people who actually want to collect them and hold them,
Yeah.
that's not far out of this world, you know?
No. And even on, like, for instance, Kyrie brings up my favorite topic where I always like series one shards to me
Yeah, you
reminds
got
me
to
of PMGs. We always
yeah.
say this. Like this is like my number one thing. But on top of that, like for instance, if I had a PSA 7 drift, I'm good because it's going to shine the same.
Mhm.
Will I upgrade it if the opportunity comes? Of course. I'm going to upgrade everything if the opportunity comes, but I will be good with it because it's will those white corners bother my OCD? Maybe. But either way the card is beautiful. I'll be good with it.
And, that's what I like about Series 3 is there's hardly any white corners,
Yeah.
at least from what I've seen.
That
I
white
mean,
back that white back helps it a lot.
the white back helps it a lot. I mean, there's those, like, lines, those print lines,
Hmm.
but we got rid of those white corners, so,
Yeah.
I'm not too mad about that.
Let me see. Oh wait,
Which
that's
one?
me.
My bad. I'm
Oh
over here
no, no, we
profusely.
both doing it. All right,
You
ready.
go for it. My
All right,
bad.
there you go. Was you putting up that one?
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the
Yeah.
legendary no, the legend alright, so I saw some legendary cards up for, like, $5 or even
Yeah.
epic. If you look at how like, I know this from experience. I
Mhm.
opened thousands of fat packs. Fat packs are the best ways to get epic cards.
Yeah.
Even then, I didn't get, like, maybe 1 or 2 Peelies and stuff like that, right?
Mhm.
Um, Epics and legendaries in Series 1 were hard. Now, Series 2, Series 3, the
Yeah.
epics are much, much easier.
Yeah.
But Ghoul Troopers and Skull Troopers, I put some deals on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm just so y'all know, I'm not trying to like sell those. If you don't want to buy, don't buy. I'm just saying, epic base cards were
Mhm.
rare.
Mhm.
Those are hard to pull.
Yeah.
That's why Peely at one point first base got up to $50,
Mhm.
and now I think Wayne owns all of them, something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
That's
mean, we already know the hollows were rare as hell too.
mhm. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, I would be lying if it's so hard, bro, because I don't have enough series one shards to focus on anything else. That's how much I like series one shards. Like every time I
Hmm.
attempt, like I'm like, all right, this PSA 10 hollow is right here. I'm like, yeah, but I legit would rather have a PSA 8 or 9 series one shard. Like, and that's just all based off of what I don't have. You get what I mean? That's not based off of in general. It's just based off of what I don't have yet.
So I'm about to shoot myself or maybe you in the foot.
Yeah.
We've got 15, 16 people watching right now.
Hmm.
Everybody knows about my comic, right? That I have that's 1 of 5.
Yeah.
So, well, expected to be 1 of 5.
Hmm.
I'm letting it slip out here now that there's possibly 25 that exist.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that each creator of the Foundation comic
Hmm.
got 5 versions.
Yeah.
So we got the 5 we know about, we got from the writer of the comic. But the cover artist probably got 5.
Hmm.
Donald Mustard probably got 5. Snyder probably got 5.
Yeah.
So I would look, just for you guys, just a tip. If you guys want that comic, I would reach out to anyone who contributed to the Foundation comic.
Yeah.
Find them, reach out to them, and if you want the comic, and see. I heard someone found some. That's all I'll say.
You know,
So,
it's funny. I seen something on that, and I didn't
mhm.
think twice of it because I'm like, oh, the 1 of 5. I was going to ask you about that, but I'm just like, nah. I'm gonna ask you after this if it's the person that you're talking about.
Yeah, I thought I told you, but
Yeah.
if you guys are interested in that really rare black and white Foundation comic, there may be more out there. I'm not selling mine, so
Mhm.
I would look up those creators. Some of them are letting them go because they don't know about Fortnite. They just helped
Yeah.
this one project, right? So,
Yeah.
good luck to all you guys. I just wanted to share that. I forgot about that last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let the race begin. I probably should have told you first. My bad, Rob.
Oh
I
no,
thought I told you.
bro. I'm chilling. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
I mean, I already
Um,
have one, so I'm not trying to go after another one.
I'm really not trying to. I mean, if it pop up, it pop up, or whatever the case may be. But chilling.
All right, what did
Uh,
I miss when I was ranting?
oh, we just got we just have this borough,
I did
and
over here
Herbert.
talking about sports.
We have the sports action going here, but Josh Allen is who he is, so I'm not really focusing on that right now. You know what I
Black Ash,
mean?
I gave you a leg up. I told you a couple of days ago. That's why I had to bring it up on channel. So, um, I mean, I don't know if anybody else is gonna be mad at me for sharing that, but
Yeah.
there's only 14 people, so and I know people want that comic, so I want to see them drag them out.
Yo, this is not to get off topic. This is definitely a Fortnite podcast. But y'all not mentioning Josh Allen is low key pissing me off. But we're not gonna get into that. But we're just gonna focus. We just gonna focus on the task at hand. Yo, it is a
I'm
lot of wells in here right now. No lie.
Yeah, don't worry. I feel like that too, Stray Kid. I don't really.
Listen, why
I'm
do
not a whale.
can I
I
can I
have one really good rare thing. Well, I guess I have my orders. So I've got like 3 rare things.
So this is me. This is not Dylan, by the way. This is me. Y'all want to know why I want to do so many interviews? Because I am 2 years away from showing anything I feel is worth showing. So I love doing the interviews, show the collections, get those wells and those goats out there while I build my collection and show it eventually 2 years from now. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
there you go.
someone commented and it's like, I want to. When are you gonna share your whole collection? I was like, I've
Like,
shared most of it. Like, I put a lot on stream. I mean, I guess I have a lot of cards like in sleeves. Like I went hard on Italy shards because
yeah,
I was like they were cheaper. Um, so I mean, check us back in like 2 to 3 years. My
yeah.
series 3 game in like 2 years is gonna
Yo,
be big.
you gonna be up there. You're
I'm
gonna
like,
be
dang,
up
this
there.
dude's got 12 of each of the hitters. Let's
Yeah,
go. Except for Midas. I don't have any Midas yet.
there you go.
I did see. He said, "Wait, Fortnite was in comics." Come on now.
Yes, Bobby, don't make us go on a tangent of comics. Like it's so much, bro.
So I did see some comments about I did see some comments about Elite Agent in the Facebook group.
Hmm.
So someone's like, "Is anybody collecting Elite Agent?" We put him number 2 on our list, right?
Hmm.
So we both think he's a big card
She's
for
yeah,
Series 3.
yeah.
So just putting that back out there if you don't have Elite Agent. And they were talking about there's that line. I don't has any been graded?
No, but I mean, at the rate of what's been graded. Uh,
That's kind of crazy. I mean, I have 4 elite agents. All had the line.
yeah. Oh, for sure, Matt, for sure.
Oh wow,
That
yeah. No.
that and Matt, Nick has been going crazy. Nick posted his shards that he picked up in the past 2 weeks on Twitter, bro. I'm like, what? Like, I'm talking about like PSA 10 Red Knight, Gold Trooper, and I think he got like a Pilly Raw. It's ridiculous.
He said I have a face made for radio only. All right, come on now.
No,
I have a voice that should
no,
probably
listen.
be only on like written text.
You listen, we told Matt it is so hard for me to edit our stuff because hearing my voice drives me nuts, bro. Like it is like it's terrible.
No, I everyone thinks that about themselves, but
Oh
we would
man.
love to have you on the podcast, Bobby. So
For sure, for sure.
come on, let's do it.
The list is gonna be fun though.
There's a couple of people we went on the interview. So
Yeah,
I mean, if you guys have anybody that y'all really want, put it in the chat or put it in the comments.
yeah.
Like, who do you want us to interview?
Any
Fortnite
hidden
wise,
any hidden gem collectors in there, let us know.
I'm gonna try to get Booger on the show.
You
Black
know,
Ash, I need your help. All right, we're gonna get on his next stream and we're gonna try to get him on the show.
I've messaged 10 people already, so I'm waiting. I message all the time. Like I message it. I got a couple people I'm trying to get on here. We
Non-collectors or
no, yeah,
collectors,
non-collect no gamers.
gamers. Okay.
Yep. I think because the good thing is like we have a great selection of collectors, even people that's just on the investor side. If we can get some gamers on here, like I think that'll be dope.
What are Shure microphones? I might have to buy it.
Yeah, no, that yo Frankie, I'll give you that. That's this one, Shure MV7. That was
Is
that
that
was
what
my
you have?
yeah, that was my best investment so far, hands down.
All right, I'm going to Amazon right now and saving it for later. You have to
that that is a fact, Frankie.
that. Oh my goodness. Whew. Either that or a shard. And let me think about it. Let me think about
Either
it.
that or a shard,
You know, I I'm
bro.
giving
Why?
up a Bright Bomber PSA 9 right
Yo,
now. I
no,
don't
but let me
know.
let me tell you what happened though. Remember, it was a time when people was like, "Yo, did you get any pickups this week?" I'm like, "No, I did not get any pickups this week because I bought freaking 6 lights, a mic to get all prepared for this." I was like, "No, I bought a camera. No, I did not get any cards this week." So
And I'm over here just buying dozens of comics. Like when Series
yeah,
3 came out, I was buying Foundation comics left and right.
yeah.
Or
If
no, I was
y'all
buying Nexus War.
put it this way, if y'all see a random Fortnite comic shop open up, it is 100% based off of Dylan's inventory. Like I'm like, bro, like I'm like, comic book
It's
shops
not
don't even have this type of back issues. Like,
it's
what are you
not it's
doing?
it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, how
Although
many
I
how
might
many
be
fantastic number 24s you got?
we're not gonna say on. I may have at least 50. I may possibly, which is not a lot, when you think about how much I bought them for, right?
Okay.
But that's a good comic to have.
It is. I can't deny the ones
These
that you have, that many of, I can't
this
I
one
can't
here,
deny. Yeah.
this one.
Yep.
This is Midas's first appearance right here. And Black Ash just found out that he's all gold in his black suit in the game. His reloaded card.
Hmm.
Like
Yeah.
Black Ash didn't know that was his skin.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how many people don't, because there's the gold version, but he also has the gold version in the suit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Matt
For sure.
Isaac is a legend. He also has is that AKA Bob, right? Matt
Yeah.
Isaac. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He helps me so much. He helps me so much just talking through comics and stuff. He helped me when I was really getting started to understand what I was doing.
Mhm.
Not that I'm not saying that I do understand yet. I kind of fumble
No,
around.
listen, I can't even tell you how much comic content, how much like because I've watched over the past 2 months. It's been comics, it's been Marvels, specifically Marvel PMGs. Just because I just want to understand other markets, but specifically the comics, I had to dot on my I's and cross on my T's.
So while we're on this subject about the Fantastic Four 24 key book, the
Hmm.
first Fortnite comic ever, Does anybody know that there are covers with different, how do you say it, that are lighter?
I
So it's
got
like
yeah,
it's a printing error.
yeah.
Mindscape World, you can help me with this one. I don't really know. Maybe you know if that's worth more, worth less. I have over 50 and maybe 20 or more um are lighter pink.
Hmm.
Like even the dinosaur hand is green instead of blue.
Yeah,
I mean, I bought them all from the same shop. There's no way they all got the same color. Just, I mean, not all of them. I think I got some from different shops, and it wasn't long enough for the color to fade. I don't feel
yeah.
like. The sketch cover. Is there a sketch for Final Fantasy? I
Oh,
think I think you're thinking about the other ones that are
oh,
sketched.
he's I think he's talking about the Black Widow one.
Yeah, probably the Black Widow one.
Yeah, I think that was Bright Bomber was drawn the best in that small little run.
So we need to get these mics that we're
For
selling right
sure,
here.
for sure.
We need to get some like kind of like
Yeah,
kickback on these right
yeah.
here.
Affiliate. We need an affiliate link back.
Yeah, for the mics.
Yeah,
Right.
I got
That's
the
good to know.
S.
That's good
I
to know.
got the SM7B. That's the one I got.
Well, my mic always like seems to go out or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna probably, if it makes me sound like you, Rob, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get
bro.
it.
I don't know how y'all think that. That's crazy. I be like cringing.
Send me a link, Black Hash, because I'm not sure. I don't know which one you're referring to. Oh no, no, I do. I do.
Which
He's
one you
talking
talking about?
about, yeah, there are sketch versions, but he wasn't talking about the Fortnite. It's not of that Fortnite character. It's of the Fantastic Four members. There's
Oh, you talking
there's
about
a
the cover? Okay,
portrait
yeah,
sketch variant of each. Yeah, he's
yeah.
right. He's right.
No,
Obviously, we don't. Look at look at
no.
us.
I have a hat that makes faces look better.
Yeah, I'm jealous. My hair is always a mess when I get on here.
Yeah, I worked at a hat store for 3 years, so I haven't went out
And
with
now
a hat since I was
now you work
18.
at High Ground, delivering
Nice.
amazing content.
There we go. There it is.
Now, did you have anything else to bring up that you had? I thought you had a
Let's see.
list.
I did have a list. Let's see. Yeah.
Besides, the series 2 is quietly creeping up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I want to talk about. How many of you guys like Manic, and how many of y'all have Manic cards? So I just sold 2 of my Manics, so I have no more cracked ice Manics. Um, and like I don't know, Black Ash can tell me how many days after I sold that did a new skin come out in the shop.
Ah, that's funny.
So Manic got an extra style, and it's fire. So now I'm
Hmm.
kind of regretting selling my cards, right? So
Hmm.
this is another example. Like if you collect a skin, right,
Hmm.
and you don't like the style, but you know it's popular or was popular, like Crystal, right?
Hmm.
Crystal was super popular. She's still pretty popular, but she was super popular,
Hmm.
and she's gotten styles before. If she gets another style, she could just pop off again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you guys the Manic style here. I'm gonna pull it up. It's pretty crazy. If you guys don't know, Aura has like this minty style, and it's kind of along those lines. It's kind of like it's kind of like the Frozen set, but
Yeah.
not Frozen. I don't know what you would call that.
It was it was a bounce off of the kind of the dark series, and then they did the minty. The minty was I think the minty hit a little harder after the original dark series.
Yeah, was it? Oh, because when did the minty pickaxe come out?
2019, I believe. That was the next Fortnite mirrors. The Fortnite mirrors after the original one.
As you guys can see, I have a crown here. All right, let's see. Load. I didn't save it. Me.
What, the minty?
No, I was gonna show them the new Manic.
Oh yeah. No, they don't put it. You gotta just, yeah. They don't want you to find it, bro. There you go.
So this is the new style for Manic.
Yeah, that Manic is fire. I was happy when I seen that when I loaded in.
Yeah. So now I actually rock this skin. Um, it Black Ash, you better stop. He said, "You're welcome for the crowns." I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for the donations.
uh,
So yeah, this is a Manic. So the card came out in Series 2. There's a red version. So this is the card in Series 2.
yeah, I like the red version more still.
Do you really?
Yeah, black and red is my color, so don't mind me.
No. I
Yeah,
think this green version is sick. The tattoos that are lit up.
black and red all day.
So this is just another example of how like a card you don't like can just spike again. Because when this came out, so many people were wearing Manic and Manic. So when they released these, anyone who
Mhm.
has the skin gets that style for free.
Yeah.
So I saw so many people rocking Manic that day, but then it's not in the item shop yet. So when it comes back to the item shop, we'll get to
Hmm.
see how many people actually start buying Manic and wearing it.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching for that. All you guys are haters. He said red looks better.
Red does look better, bro.
No way, no way.
Always,
Maybe
always.
on the card, but no. This one's pretty fire.
No, I think that'll be a pretty dope card.
That's true.
But
I
black and red
mean,
all
the
day.
lime green cracked ice
Yeah.
or the Optichrome would be pretty sick too.
This Frankie, this haunts me to this day. I think I talked about this last week. Did I talk about this last week? Uh so for some reason my brother got me to go to GameStop to get these minty codes. Around this time I'm doing that, I do not know that Series 1 is just alive and thriving. So I'm buying stupid minty codes and it's like literally shards just sitting out there.
I
And that
mean, you call them stupid, but
they
they were
stupid because I don't got a Black Knight shard.
okay. That's true. That's true.
That's
But
the only reason. But I love it though.
would you have spent so at the time would you have spent $600 on a Black Knight shard?
I bought Lux immediately the hollow for 500.
Yeah, but stuff was selling for like crazy prices.
I would have,
Ba-
yeah.
so if you knew it existed, no matter what
Mhm.
the market was, if there's only one person selling it on eBay, you'd have bought it.
See, here's the thing. I was so
You would
big,
have been a
like that's
whale. Yeah.
but I was so big on Fortnite. Like I
Hmm.
was doing stupid stuff. Like I invested in 10 cent on the stock market, which is ridiculous, not investment advice. But like
So
I
if you
was
guys don't know, they own a percentage
yeah.
of Epic Games,
So I
or
was
yeah, Epic
yeah.
Games.
So I was trying to find a way to invest in Fortnite in any way given
Hmm.
possible at that
I
time.
was
And
I was doing that too.
like and then I find out that there's a cards and my heart just dropped, bro. I'm like, yo, what? I was like, how did I miss this? But we here now. High ground.
I mean, I was in there and I was looking at prices, and I wasn't, because after you buy cards for a while, you get numb to that feeling
Yeah,
of like the price a little
yeah,
bit. But when I first got into it, I was like, I remember buying a Italy Skull Trooper shard and spending like, I think it was like $100
yeah.
at the time, and I was like, man, that's $100 for a card.
See, and that's the thing. Lux and Black Knight was the only ones I would have done that for immediately.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, and
I was looking for Ghoul Trooper. I was
but
like,
when I first went in, I didn't know what I was looking for. You know what I mean? So I didn't even think of typing in Crystal Shard at that time. So it was just, man, it was crazy.
see, this is what I'm talking about. I remember, so I remember seeing the stuff like this.
Yeah,
And like for the prices, I was like, "Oh, that's crazy." I kind of want them. I remember like adding them to my cart like to watch, and I just never pulled the trigger.
yeah,
Same thing with the hollows too.
yeah.
You know,
No facts, Frankie. Just in case I didn't say it loud enough for YouTube, not investment advice. Uh, two times.
two
Uh,
times.
but yeah, nah, that was I think is and then and when we do more interviews, that's the question I'm always gonna ask because like I am mind boggled how ignorant my mind was of not seeing these cards. Like it pisses me off. Like I'm not gonna lie. If anything pisses me off is that I missed that because I was so focused on the game. Like I really was tuned in with it and I
Hmm.
missed that. So that's what trips me out. Like
I mean,
for sure.
when I saw the shard,
Yeah.
I was game. I mean,
You so
2019, I saw the screenshots.
yeah. Yeah. And that's
When it first came
yeah.
out, I saw the screenshots out of one little pack, and when I tell you that was like, I actually bought that. See, I actually bought the packs. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And I opened them, and then I was like let down, so I never touched it again.
But
Those
and you
shards that convinces you.
and what's crazy is that that whole rarity thing was going on in Fortnite. You get what I mean? Like, so
Hmm.
that's why I don't. That's like people that play the game. I don't see how some of them haven't transitioned over because like we all were going off based off of what people didn't have and what you did have already. You know what I mean? When it came to Black Knight, when it came to Renegade Raider, that was already happening. The rarity talk was happening in game. And then you get the cards, and it's like then you now 3 years later, we really understand how rare these are. Um
I mean, that's kind of
we
paved their way to success. The
yeah.
way they do the item shop and the way that
Hmm.
like if you miss a battle pass, you never get that skin again.
Yeah.
You know, that's helped Fortnite. And you're right, it's just like collecting cards.
Hmm.
It makes so much sense.
And then it goes to what you've been saying consistently, where the fact that it is just the portrait, it is just the card,
Hmm.
it helps it because it's just an extension of the game. It's just an extension of your favorite skin, and then obviously the cards look amazing for the ones that want to invest in them. So it's just a win, honestly.
This is the worst way to find out about Fortnite cards is finding them at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah, because then you just think. I wonder, like Frankie, did you immediately start doing research, or was it just like, oh, these are Dollar
No, the
Tree cards?
screenshots. The screenshots ruin it because
Yeah,
if you have
yeah,
no information besides buying one pack from a Dollar Tree,
yeah,
you probably got a pickaxe and two screenshots of the game.
yeah.
I mean, come on. That's like unless you luckily got like a Block Knight Hollow.
Because what wasn't it? Wasn't it two screenshots, a pickaxe, and one skin? Right. Well, it was
Yes.
6 cards, but it was
No,
something
no.
along.
Was it 6 card? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
It was something
it
stupid.
was something along that
My
lines. Yeah.
first pack was so bad that all I remember is the screenshots. And I mean, if you go to early day YouTube videos, they all clown Fortnite about that, and it's understandable.
Hmm.
But they missed the actual good cards and how rare they are.
Well, I was one place I was thoroughly confused. I'm not even saying how stupid this was my third purchase, and it was absolutely ridiculous. It makes me sick even saying it. I bought an Italy blaster
Hmm.
for $84.
Oh my goodness!
Yo, bro.
Guaranteed hollow
Oh yeah.
though.
It was a beef boss. It was a beef boss hollow. Uh
Yeah, I mean there are
I
so
didn't
many.
that yeah. Yeah, that
There's
was
so many blasters being sold. I was never a fan of the blasters.
I wasn't either. I don't even know. That was then what happened was I joined the Facebook group after I bought my first set of fat packs from NIO. That's when I joined. And then I'm scrolling through. I'm like, bro, what? How did I miss this?
Who introduced you to the Facebook group?
Nobody. I searched it myself.
See,
Yeah,
I always see comments and like I got Daniel Rowe reached out to me
yeah.
on YouTube. I was making I actually made a YouTube video back then. I'm so glad you guys didn't see it. Are there any OG people in here who actually saw that? I made a YouTube video about Italy versus USA because there's nothing out there. Are you muted? Are you muted, Rob? Okay. Yeah. I saw I know what you spent on. Well, I don't know exactly what you spent, but you told me you went crazy on Italy.
Bro, man, it it was an interesting time.
Your mic got loud, just so you know.
Oh, did it? Is
Yeah.
it? It's still that way?
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Hold on. All right.
Not too bad, just loud.
Okay.
You saw an ad on Facebook. I never saw an ad. That's crazy.
Mm.
Can you imagine when they actually talk about it in game?
Dude, that's gonna be
Yo,
crazy.
the day they talk about it in game, we're gonna go crazy. I
Hmm.
swear. Like I'm gonna just go live at that instant and be like, get
Yeah.
ready, buy everything.
Yeah. That's because, but that's what we talk about. Like that's gonna be like the random trigger. Like soon as they talk about it in game, it's just gonna flip on its head. We've seen it in the comics already, so it's gonna completely flip on its head. Okay.
Yo, nice. Okay, I think I was in the 200 range. I think
Mm.
for the Facebook group, we're now at 2,500.
Which is
Um,
amazing.
Yeah, that was early. That was my first YouTube video I ever made, was about Fortnite cards.
Yeah.
Um, like, I'm not like a YouTuber. I was never into that kind of thing. I didn't even do social media. But I was
Yeah.
like, I was buying these cards. Like, man, I gotta talk about how there was nothing on the internet,
Hmm.
right? I was looking for like people opening up cards, talking about this stuff. No one was. I was like, man, I'm gonna make a video and compare these.
Yeah. No, this was let's see, hold on.
This is my oh my bad.
There
We
you
put
go.
the same thing. This is
Yeah.
my favorite. This is my so listening to people talk about Fortnite cards online is my favorite thing. Reading the comments and stuff. They saying it flopped because they couldn't play it. This was the
Yeah.
funniest thing I ever read.
Yeah.
I was like, literally, it's a video game that people play daily. They don't
Hmm.
need to like. It's like, how many sports collectors actually play sports?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing was hilarious, especially coming from the sports people. I used to see this in sports chats all the time.
So also we have to factor in one major thing that I don't think anybody's ever said.
Oh, here we go.
These, yeah, I have to understand too that these kids and these teenagers are us. And what I mean by that is a lot of us stopped collecting back then because it wasn't cool in high school anymore, because it wasn't,
Hmm.
because you were started to focus on, what you were attracted to and everything, all those things came into play. And so what's going to happen is those kids are going to hit a certain age, and then, not saying that it's going to happen, but it could possibly happen, they're going to turn back to their most nostalgic game of all time for them, and they're going to be like, yo, this is a whole, I didn't even know this existed, just like we said, just like, a lot of them said. But that's 100% going to happen.
This is facts, guys. If you have not read the Blowout Card Forums thread, it's the funniest thing on Fortnite cards ever.
Yeah.
It starts out with so many haters, and you can just see them change, and it's so freaking funny. That's my favorite. I'm glad I'm not the only one who read that and laughed.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, which is saying it's like I still play the game. Like I wasn't even a gamer.
I can't
Like
say
I
that.
fell in love with Fortnite, and it didn't stop.
So I'll say this. So yeah, I've always been a gamer, but I've never stuck with a game this long. Like, I went, first of all, NBA 2K and Madden was number one for me, and obviously
Hmm.
Call of Duty. And then Fortnite, like, I was like, bro, I did not want to play this game, bro. You don't understand. I really did not want to play this game. And my little brother, just bonding time. After 3 games, and then I realized that, oh, I'm gonna be the only winner. Like, cause I never played battle royales. You know what I mean? Like, I really didn't.
Well, hardly anyone did,
Yeah,
right? There
like,
was like one battle
yeah.
royale game, and then
What was it? PUBG?
yeah,
Something
and then
like that. It was
Fortnite came
something
out.
before that too.
Hmm.
But yeah, like, I played it, and then once I realized what the game was, I'd never look back. Like, I'm like,
When you
this
first started, did you think it was going to be as big as it's gotten?
not even close. Like,
When did it occur to you that this game is like?
okay, so I realized that all of his friends was playing it. I'm like, okay, that's a good sign. Call of Duty. When Ninja played with Drake and Travis Scott, I was like, yo, that was like the
Mhm.
absolute tipping point. Like, I'm like, even if it goes down, even if it balances back out, it's never gonna be the same. It's always gonna be a part of people's history.
I will tell you, like I didn't care about the streamers. I don't care about any of those people
Still don't.
personally. Yeah, I still don't.
You still don't. Yeah,
I had to
that's
rely on you and Black Ass
yeah.
to keep up with that stuff. But what I saw when I was like, "Oh shit, Fortnite's gonna be the best game ever,"
Mhm.
was when, without telling anybody, they did the black hole,
Yeah.
and the game was just off.
Yeah.
And free marketing, news stations were talking about them. Like
Mhm.
Sunday News was talking about freaking Fortnite without them asking, because they just shut it down and put up a big black hole.
Yeah.
That was so crazy that all these news stations picked it up. To me, I was like, okay, these guys know what the hell they're doing.
Mhm. Mhm.
I said, what if they actually? Because I was one of the ones like, what if they actually just stopped doing the game? What if? What would I do
Yeah.
if they just
Yeah.
turned off the Fortnite game?
Mhm. And the thing is, another moment for me was the moment that we talk about all the time. Because what used to drive me crazy is like, this is how I got into the psychology of it. What used to
Hmm.
drive me crazy, right? I would watch these streamers with my younger brother, right? And they would wear a skin, and then he would wear the skin in game, and he didn't even understand that he got it from them. Like,
Hmm.
I was like, why'd you start wearing that skin? He was like, because I like it. I'm like, no, you're
Yeah, but
wearing it because Ninja's wearing it. Like
it's
I'm
like,
like,
why
he's
do
like,
you like it?
yeah, and
Why?
he didn't even connect it when that started happening. I'm like, okay, this has something different to it because now they're connecting to the person and they want to do exactly what this person is doing. They want their playing style to be like this person. And I just was like, this is just it's
It's like
checking all
sports.
the boxes. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like history always repeats itself. It's just like
Yeah.
sports. This is a good point here. Um,
Yep.
Man, when the comic collectors wake up, because I mean that's what when do you think they'll wake up though?
That
Is
might
it
not
when
even.
a show and a movie comes out and then they realize it's on the comics,
Yeah.
or
Yeah. I think it takes that because that's how they spec. That's how they speculate. I don't know because it's hard for them to understand that the two main things that's happening in the comics is that they're buying it for the code and they're reading it, and that's
Mhm.
exactly what you want. You know what I mean? Like that's not happening as frequent as people think and across other comics. It's like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of speculation going on. It's a lot of variant covers. Once they figure out that people are reading and connecting to the actual comic and it's not just based off of spec, I think that's when the spec will happen, which is kind of oxymoron.
Yeah, I
But
mean, I
yeah,
like that's why I don't want it to pop off yet.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I want people to keep buying, keep reading, keep destroying their copies.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
like I'm keeping
yeah.
mine pristine. But like because if you look at like YouTube shows,
Yeah.
like they're always saying like we say collect what you like, right?
Mhm.
They say like read your comics.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't have to tell the Fortnite kids that if they're buying the comic is to read.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. There is, and like what AK Bog is talking about, there is very few people. There's a small percentage that is bag and boarding their comics at this given time. A
Hmm.
very small percentage. Oh yeah, for sure.
I was wondering about this. I was trying to see if they were talking about this on YouTube shows anywhere.
Yeah.
I was just asking when do they come in? I don't I don't want them in at all right now. I don't care if they
Listen.
come in for like 10 years.
Yeah, I don't.
Um
That's the thing. Like they're gonna. I mean, and that's the thing because those comics, when those I don't even know what to call them. When that section of the comic book world comes in, it immediately goes up soon as the trailer comes out.
mhm.
When the movie comes out, it goes back down or it starts, leveling out.
Yeah, it's so
The
strange.
yeah,
Is
and
it must be a lot of bag holders, right?
yeah, I guess I'll add AKA Bog into this. I want you to give your opinion on this as well. A lot that goes into it too is that a lot of them don't know what the first appearances could even be. It's mixed with Marvel and it's mixed with DC. Their knowledge goes deep into other stratospheres. With Fortnite is so hard to call because if you're not in it when it comes to the comic books, you're not in it. I mean, it's easy to find, but like, understanding that this is Imagine's first cover appearance and first full appearance, A, B, and
Mhm.
C, that's super niche at this moment. And I think once the first person dives into that, they'll understand how dope the comics actually are.
Like the cards are obvious because you've
Yeah,
got Pokemon popping off.
yeah.
You've got Metazoo doing crazy stuff, but like if you're working the Fortnite comic angle, you're
Hmm.
playing 3D chess, I feel like, because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you really like you're just going into a market that it's so obvious is going to happen, but it's so
Hmm.
far down the road,
Hmm.
especially the way Donald Mester works because he's like 5 years in advance,
Yeah.
So just because The Rock is playing the foundation doesn't mean we're getting a movie anytime soon.
Yeah, because that's even like Stray Kid. Stray Kid brought up, Suki being on the cover. Like originally, me and Dylan both overlooked Mecha Team Leader when it came to. We was just like, why is he on the cover?
Of
It just really didn't make.
Fan
Yeah,
Fantastic Four,
yeah, yeah. It just didn't make any
the really
sense.
big cover back here. It's like
Yeah,
why is he on that one?
and
That
then
character.
2 years, what was it? 2 years later, he's one of the biggest focal points
Mhm.
for this season and for the comic. And so you can't overlook that Suki is on the cover. You can't at all. You can't overlook that 8 Ball's on the cover. You can't overlook that anybody's on the cover, really. But that's what makes the comics beautiful, and it also helps the cards. And that's what I love about it. It's like you can now go off the game, you can go off the comics, you can go off of the sweat try hard skins, the meme skins. It's a lot of different angles you can take, just like sports.
So again, if you guys haven't checked out AKA Bog, he does a lot of YouTube videos about the comics. I recommend you guys check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much first appearances and 0 point.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, Renegade Raider to me is the biggest one
Mm-hmm.
because like my escape world, and I've said this before, this is what I'm waiting on. I want some standalone comics so that we can get
Mm-hmm.
standalone shows and
Yep.
standalone movies in like 5 to 10 years. I want some standalone comics. I want to know
Mm-hmm.
about Cuddle Team Leader. I want to know about Renegade Raider. Where did
Mm-hmm.
they come from? What happened to them? How did they escape? I want to know all that.
I think this. So I think it's setting up. Dylan, you brought it up when the comics first got announced of who was doing them. I think this tandem of Crystal Gage and Donald Mustard
Hmm.
is going to set up beautifully for it because I've watched a couple interviews with Crystal Gage, but he is so firm on what he knows when it comes to Fortnite and what he believes is like the 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 nucleus of the story. I'm
Hmm.
like, I don't know anybody else that has that same passion as Donald Mustard. It's a perfect match in my opinion.
So I see Christos Gage keeping up with following the Seven
Hmm.
and the Foundation, and
Hmm.
then I see them bringing in other writers to
Yeah,
do like other characters. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you this. If they hit the true, if they do this, I think they are playing hardball. Like if they do these comics right, and
Hmm.
then they come out with a manga for
Oh,
the
for the anime.
yo, that that would
And
be some
if they
different type
do
stuff.
that, what doesn't Fortnite own? They're going to own every type of entertainment. There it is.
Literally. So why wouldn't you do that with, like, let's be real, even if the anime skin is subpar, it's popular.
Yep.
It may not be the most popular skins, but it has a fan base and a lot of people run with them. And I can see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many cameos in the first ones when they're all
Hmm.
fighting in the backgrounds, like
Hmm.
Midas and all of them.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a big Suki fan.
Hmm.
Stray Kid, my guess, and the reason one of the reasons I'm a big Suki fan. First of all, I used to rock the skin a lot, but
Hmm.
then in the last Battle Pass, there was a Suki 2.0,
Hmm.
another robot that looks similar to Suki, and to me, it seems like they're building a story there that we don't know. Like, why wouldn't they
Hmm.
just give it a different name and make a different robot? You know. So I'm big on Suki too.
See, because I think they have confirmed it.
Can you send me the link to that? I haven't seen that
I
yet.
thought that was a. I remember seeing something. I didn't know if that was confirmed or not. I thought that was a rumor.
Yeah, I have to look into that one. Because I want them to produce their own content. I know that
Yeah.
they're building teams to create their own entertainment and stuff.
See, because it almost brings it to, like, what they did with Drift. It reminds me of what they're doing with Suki, where it's like they're consistently putting her,
They're
in these situations. Yeah,
sprinkling them,
yeah,
yeah.
is interesting.
Like that whole drift thing with the Twitter thing still gets me.
Yeah,
The whole
yeah,
drift story they did for a week
yeah.
of like
Yep.
tweets and then it just disappears. Same thing with Midas, because Midas
Mhm.
got those animated shorts over
Mhm.
Twitter
Mhm.
and then they just disappeared.
You see, and then it's like it's things that this is my gut feeling, right? It's no way they don't tell the let's just call it the Fort Nightmare story.
Hmm.
It's no way they don't tell that with the cube and with the cube queen
Wait, is
with
that the animated series they're talking about?
which for what? I don't think.
You remember the Fort Nightmares
Oh
thing?
yeah, the you talking about with the monsters?
Yeah, with the monsters. Is that the
Yeah,
Disney Plus thing?
I don't know. It might be.
That might be what it was.
It might be.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, there's so many ways that it can go.
Hmm.
And we always talk about competitive.
Yeah.
You got the streamer aspect of it.
Hmm.
Once they get the shows and the comics down, I
Hmm.
mean, it's just gonna be insane in like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and like if we just gotta keep making content, and like I tell people, you can't be scared to tell people you like Fortnite.
No,
We,
that's
we
the yeah.
we have to break the mold. We have to break the stigma of Fortnite.
Well, it's ironic you say that because one of the greatest young gunslingers in football right now, Josh Allen, he was saying how Fortnite is his second favorite game of all time. So you got people like and I forget how young Josh Allen is because he was playing Fortnite in his second last year of college. That's crazy to me. Like that's like, so that's that time frame. And he was drafted in 2018. So yeah, that was, I mean, then it's just a great football player, all that in there. I had to sprinkle that in there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
No, no, that
yeah,
makes sense. You know how many
yeah,
sports and
yeah,
like Drake was playing it with
yeah.
Ninja, you know?
Oh, and it's a lot of NFL, NBA, a lot of them play Fortnite a lot, a whole lot.
My bad. I think my
Um,
video froze. Can you still hear me okay?
yeah, yeah, you are a little,
I'm a little delayed.
yeah,
My bad, you guys. Don't look at me.
yeah. Yeah, don't look at me. Yeah, uh, yeah, yeah. That's a good one too. That's a good one too, for sure. Kids though, and then now that the dances are actually properly licensed and properly, the creators are properly getting paid for it, it's just gonna that's just a major fact for it as well, because that was a problem back early on. Fortnite was getting sued a lot just based off of the dances they were put in there.
Yeah, and I mean, that wasn't that long ago too, right?
No, yeah, that was.
Because they were still complaining about that.
Hmm. AK Bog said it was April 1st. Yeah, yeah, I thought so. It was something like that.
Yeah, I think they're still trying to figure out what they're doing.
Yeah,
They're being very careful with that part.
keep going. Sound jumping a little bit.
Sorry, I wasn't talking. But is my talking, is it messed up still?
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
I'm gonna
Just
leave and come back.
all right. Let's see. Did y'all really? Yeah, I did. I did listen to that. Frankie, it's funny you bring that up too, because that was a major hit for Fortnite and they bounced back. Tim Sweeney really stood his ground with that one, because if y'all don't know, Apple versus Epic Games, app pretty much, long story short, uh Epic Games didn't like how much of a percentage Apple was getting
Item store.
thank you, from the store. The what is it called? What is Apple's store called?
The
The App Store. Thank
Yeah,
you.
the App
Yeah,
Store.
the App Store, from the App Store. And so Tim Sweeney, stood his ground, and he, Apple took Fortnite off of the App Store, and it was what was it, a 2 year? It was almost 2 years, right?
Yeah, something
Yeah, it
like
was
that.
about 2 years, and so they were fighting for a smaller percentage, because Tim Sweeney was saying how he wanted to do something bigger with Fortnite and the currency, and it just unfortunately it didn't go in Fortnite's favor. But that took a major chunk, for a year and a half, out of Fortnite's concurrent players. Like, the mobile
Hmm.
was doing very well, and they bounced back from that, which is crazy to even think about, with how many people was playing on their iPhones at that time.
Well, it was like over 50 million
Yeah,
were playing on
it
their
was crazy.
iPhones.
It was crazy.
Now you can, but you have to go through like a third
Yeah,
party
you can
type
do
thing.
Xbox. It's through Nvidia. You can do like the Xbox cloud streaming or something like that.
But I mean, they're also working on the metaverse,
Hmm.
and that whole thing with Apple. There's a reason they're fighting that.
Yeah,
Um, we may not see the whole picture,
yeah,
but I mean, I've got big expectations for Epic Games.
yeah. There is. Yeah, it's
I
still,
mean,
yeah, no,
it's still banned, but you can play it. You can play it through a third party app on the Apple devices.
yeah, no. But that, I don't think it's coming back to the App Store anytime soon. But you never know.
I mean, you don't. I mean, they don't really need it.
No, they really don't. And I think that's what Tim Sweeney was getting at. He was like, it's convenient, but don't make it seem like we need that for, for the success of the
Hmm.
game.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of crazy that they're charging because they have a monopoly on all those phones and
Yeah,
they power so many. And
yeah.
the fact that they can just take a percentage of every single item shop
Hmm.
purchase, you know,
Hmm. Yeah, it's a pretty
um,
hefty percentage too.
it's like over 30%.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
And they were going to pass that along to the players.
Hmm.
They were going to reduce the battle pass and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
or the stars, or
Mhm.
however much you spend on V Bucks.
Yeah.
Um, they wanted to make it cheaper for people, but they couldn't. Or at least that's what they were saying they were trying to do.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that's nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah. Exactly. 2 to 4% versus 30%.
That's crazy.
And they charge that of like small businesses, right?
Mhm.
Like Apple just
Mhm.
like beats them up.
Like,
And I'm an Apple fan. I have so many
oh yeah,
MacBooks.
no, that's. I mean, yeah, yeah, I
But
can tell.
still, I get it. I guess I'm a bigger Fortnite fan than Apple fan.
I get both sides for sure. I don't know why Apple didn't ease up on that, but business is business, so
And
it is what it is.
I don't think they, even at the time, maybe they do now, didn't see
Understood.
understand
Yeah.
how big Epic Games is going to be, how big
Yeah.
of a player they are.
Because let's be real, they probably like. I mean, don't get it twisted. Like Angry Birds was doing numbers. They probably like comparing it to stuff like that. Like,
Hmm.
like it is App Store games that do great numbers, and Fortnite obviously probably was doing better numbers than that. But they probably was like, oh, this is gonna kind of die down. It's gonna have its moment, and obviously that wasn't the case.
I mean, for like Apple, like I don't know of anybody who can compete with Epic Games for the metaverse.
Mm-mm.
I literally have no idea how no one can see how easily
Yeah,
they can do this.
yeah,
Except for like VR, because I played VR the other day and I was like,
yeah,
oh, that's pretty crazy.
yeah,
Now VR with Fortnite,
yeah,
I don't know. That's gonna be insane.
yeah. That's gonna be crazy. I think. I mean, like, and I think the metaverse thing is just crazy to even wrap your mind around. But yeah, I think Fortnite has this pocket that is kind of hard for people to understand. Where it's like the reason why they're collaborating this much, in my opinion, is you get an immediate seat at the table, and it's a benefit for that IP every single time. Like, if your IP is doing well, and you get that whole demographic again. And if it's falling off a little bit, you put it in the game. That demographic knows it, and they'll like it for different reasons. They may not even care about the IP at all, but it's a great backbling.
I
You know what
mean,
I mean? Like, it's
it's
crazy.
ingenious, right?
Yeah,
And the fact, if you guys haven't read the comics, the fact that they threaded that in to make it make sense, and then because I
yeah,
think their bigger picture is they're making Fortnite the center of everything, like Marvel, DC.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, it was
hmm,
first at Fortnite.
yeah,
Fortnite was Reality Zero.
hmm,
So like they're literally trying to conquer everything.
yeah.
I mean, they're going to be the creators of the metaverse, Reality Zero. It just makes sense.
Man, I would pay money to sit in one of those meetings, bro. Like, I
Oh, like a
really,
Donald Mustard meeting,
yeah, yeah, bro. Like, what?
like
Like,
as they strategically talk about the next 5 years. Oh,
yeah,
in those strategic meetings.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be
I would
crazy.
I would even love to see when they first pitched it. Like, when they first pitched it, was like, whether it was like collaborations, when it came to like, what
It
was
had
it?
to be a slow build.
For sure, like, cuz it was Marvel first. It was like Marshmallow Marvel. It was Marvel first though, right?
Yeah, I think.
At least major collaboration.
Yeah, it was the guy with the fist.
Marsh Thanos. Yeah.
Thanos. That was the
Yeah.
Marvel one that was first, which was a pretty epic way to do it
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's you swinging off pretty
It was season chapter 2 where they really went hard
mhm.
with all the Marvel.
And it's crazy because chapter 2 was a slow build. Like, chapter 2 season 1 and 2, it was I think wait, but I
It
think
was so long.
yeah, it
The
was
issue was
long.
it was so long.
Yeah.
And if Fortnite wasn't such a great game, that could have killed them.
It could have killed because it was long, bro. It got extended. The one
Yeah.
season got extended for almost a month. No, maybe 2
It
months.
was the one season was as long as 3 or 4
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah, it was something. Yes.
So no one was used to seasons being that long.
Mhm.
With no especially the content creators,
Yeah.
they didn't have much to do. Um, but I mean they survived that,
Yeah.
and now they put up so many updates. There's always something fun for creators to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know how they come up with some of those. I don't
Because
watch all those videos, but they
but
do crazy like events and stuff with all the weapons and
yeah, cuz to me where the checkmate was when it came to like keeping retention was
Mhm.
creative.
Oh
Because it's
yeah.
like, if you
Mhm.
hate the game, no matter how much you hate the game right now when it comes to battle royale, when it comes to arenas, you just go to creative with your friends
And
and
build it the
just
way you want
yeah,
it.
like, it's like
Mhm.
so it's like I think that was the checkmate where it's like, yeah, we may lose people on these experiments we're doing in the battle royale, But if they want to play the game, they can play the game. Like, and that I think that was great for their retention and their concurrent, gamers.
Yeah, I mean, no one. First of all, no one puts out this much new content for a game on a
Yeah,
regular basis. Also, no one puts it out for free.
yeah,
Like the quality to the price does not match.
and
The quality
no,
far exceeds the
for
price.
sure. Like, for instance, like I played NBA 2K heavily for years, right?
Hmm.
And my personal, like, people used to always laughing because for some reason I would get my player to the absolute optimum of a player, right?
Hmm.
And then my whole player account would crash. It would crash. So I would stop playing 2K completely. Like, I'm like, things like that doesn't happen in Fortnite. You know what I mean? A new game doesn't come out, like, cuz you'll get your player to 97 overall, and then 2K24 comes out. NBA
You got
2K24
to
comes
start
out.
all over
You got to
again.
start all over again. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
That's that, and then you have Grand Theft Auto that is still prepping to have their next game come out in total in what, 3 more years, 4 more years. Like, it's things that they're trying to master that Fortnite is mastering on a consistent basis, and you
And
just
they're
can't
leagues
deny it.
ahead now because
Yeah,
I know games are trying to adapt to that. I've
yeah,
seen a lot of battle pass stuff and things. Um, but
yeah,
Fortnite just the way that they've built this and that they can just push out updates and they've got it 4 years of experience now.
yeah.
Oh, this is the other thing. I didn't think like pro people would like zero build so much.
Me either.
It's
Me either.
crazy.
But
Camping Russia likes it more.
but you know what, Dylan? Now that I think of it, now that time has passed, I get it. The reason why I get it is because one streamer said the reason why is because the expectations of them being the top 1% when it came
Hmm.
to building and having to make content for 12 hours was taking a toll on them. So
Yeah.
the fact that they can go in there and do no builds, and then the pro players be the builders, and they, that separation really helped Fortnite. And we, like, AKA Bog said, he's been there since chapter 1 season 2, how long you've been in the game. We've seen at least 5 to 6 of these moments where it's like, yo, what is Fortnite doing? And then it's like, oh, I see what Fortnite is doing. It's been so many of those moments where it's just like they're
So
5 steps ahead.
so 5 steps. Let's talk about chapter 1, season 6. They
Yeah,
tested the no build,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
They tested the no build in what was it? It was Tilted Town or something.
Tilted Town. That was for.
So there was one spot on the map where like if you went there, there's a big biome and you
Mm-hmm,
could not build inside of it. So people were
mm-hmm.
just jumping around, hiding beside stuff and shooting stuff. And
Yep.
that was like 20 seasons ago,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like and then they get no builds.
yeah. And it's great because you really, now you have a, even, casual players can still go into their regular matches, solo matches, and build and compete. Then you can go into arena if your skill set suits you, or if you're trying to get better at the game. You can go to no builds if you don't want to deal with
Or if you
any
want
of
to be
that.
or if you want
Yeah.
to be carried by Black Ash, go into
There you
arena.
go. It's like all of those things is creating. So what they're consistently doing is they're improving their mistakes at as much backlash as they get. Time
Mhm.
and time again, they improve on their mistakes. They find ways to give people second chances, like even small things like
This is facts right here.
the heavy sniper doing 198 instead of for 200.
Oh
It's
my
those
gosh.
little, it's those minute things that may frustrate us, but it kind of helps the overall scheme of the game.
I mean, I like the game right now. I can't lie. When chapter 3 came out, and is that when all the SMGs came out? Was the first
Yeah,
season?
yeah, yeah. That
Oh
was
my
rough.
gosh, like it
That
was
was,
so rough. Those SMGs that season,
yeah.
I think that was probably my most hated part was those SMGs. It made me not want to
Hmm.
play that part. I just went to creative.
Yeah,
But like you said, like if you don't like the current season, you can go into
yeah.
creative and do whatever you want.
100%. And I
Yeah,
think
this is
that's,
crazy too.
yeah,
I mean, because
yeah.
if you think about other video games, you can't build,
Mm-hmm.
So and Fortnite's trying to show like we're not just one thing, We
Mm-hmm.
have like just like Marvel is a universe, Fortnite is a universe. It's a universe of games. It's
Mm-hmm.
not one game. We're not just a battle royale game,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. And then I seen this one, who was it? It wasn't scoped. I can't remember what streamer it was, but he is finessing the system where he's playing no builds to warm up on movement. On movement on the map,
Ooh,
and then he goes into his arena games, and then he won't play it long enough where he gets confused on the building, or he has to warm up on building as well. He just plays it to get comfortable with his movement, and kind of finding cover just when you run out of those builds in end
yeah.
game, and then he goes into arenas and do what he do.
That's a good strategy.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
kind
that's interesting.
I wouldn't do it just because I like to build so much. But when I
Yeah,
play with my kids, if I play
yeah,
with my kids, I play no build.
yeah,
Um, so I mean, I'm all for it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it is pretty fun. It was fun with those big blimps, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But like what Black Ash said about it being in the where did he say that?
Oh, the World Cup. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
yeah. This is
So it's because I guess they're trying to show it's like it's not just bad
mhm,
players, and
mhm.
you can still be a beast player and play no build.
Because put it this way, and the reason why I think they wrote it out too, losing somebody like Nick Merckx to Valorant, to what's the other game? Apex,
Hmm.
Apex Legends. Losing Nick Merckx to that was solely based off of Nick Merckx had no interest in getting into those level of build battles. Nick Merckx was an aim guy. He was he was that type of skill set coming from Call of Duty. So if this was rolled out 2 years ago, Nick Merckx probably would have been consistently a Fortnite streamer still. And so they kind of, solved that problem with this.
Did you say he came back or no?
He comes back. He doesn't not play the game, but he
Hmm.
is probably his third game now. But he definitely came back for no builds.
I mean, because I'm one of those people who just only plays Fortnite. So
Yeah, yeah, that's me too. That's I mean, I will say I did like, like
thanks,
NBA,
Omar.
yeah, NBA 2K and all of that. That's always be my games, but I'm strictly Fortnite right now. Omar,
Th-
appreciate you, bro.
This is how it's like a whole new game,
Yep.
but a game that you don't have to learn again,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like learning a game, it's like I get it for people coming into Fortnite new, it's a
Yeah.
lot. But like once you
Yeah.
get good at it, you don't have to learn a whole new game again. You don't have to learn the
Yeah.
controls again.
Yeah.
You learn one game and you're good to go.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's and then I seen a couple of things that was interesting. Then the mental on it. Like people are saying, like, playing Call of Duty at night, to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning gets draining. Is the whole dynamic of the game, and then you get Fortnite that's kind of brighter. It kind of has more of a fun feel to it. It does a little bit more for your psyche. Let's say that.
Yeah. It does have. It's not as like realistic.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't really like the realistic shooter ones. That's too much for me. I mean, I used to play Call of Duty back in the
yeah.
day, but
Yeah, Black Ash, they can't find a rhythm. They keep bouncing back and forth. I know Daquan was going through some real life things. Hamlet's tried to have a bounce back for a minute. Hopefully they find their way back though.
I mean, for us collectors, like we don't even need the streamers are great for the game. Keeps people in, keeps it's great. But for us collectors, it's like the nostalgia is built in.
Oh yeah.
You know what I
That
mean?
does, yeah. That's
If
like
if they if they quit the game
mhm,
and went into content in like comics and movies and shows for
mhm,
just like Disney for the foreseeable future, they'll
mhm,
still be successful.
mhm.
That's how I feel anyway.
Yeah, because like I think the bread and butter right now is the physical interaction with the
Oh yeah, for
story.
sure.
Yeah, I think that's the W, because like
Oh,
you're
it
you
captures them.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
you're in it. You know what I
And
mean?
it's
Like
because they give you a taste,
yeah,
and then they don't tell you you gotta go read the comic. It's like
exactly.
and like they actually want to know.
Mhm.
It's like and there's like
Mhm.
no leaks, and it's like comics is so sneaky because it's not as easily searchable.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like they can just look up the trailer.
Mhm. Mhm. Is a very, and I think I'm interested to see when they take that next step in the comics, like we just were talking about. They do it in the games all the time. When is going to be that next switch, that next phase? Like, is it a 2 year away thing?
Well,
What?
the next thing that should be coming out is Creative 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I haven't looked lately because it's been so long. They said 2022,
Yeah,
and I mean they're obviously putting a lot of work into it.
yeah,
Because I mean, I bet you it's not going to come to like the very end of like November.
yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm excited about. I'm just excited to see what it's like, and
Yeah.
what smarter people than me are going to be able to do. Because like there's just so much you can do already in
Yeah.
creative.
Yeah.
Like if you've played you know some of the games I like to play,
Mhm.
but like what's that one for the 3v3
What, finest?
finest? And it's
Mhm.
like the way that finest has changed over time is crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's a scoreboard, you can get
Yeah.
hype, you can do all this kind of stuff, and it was created by users.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Mhm.
insane.
And this is like everybody's been saying, this is like compared to what Creative 2.0 is, what they're doing with like finance and everything. This is a like a drop in the bucket compared to what's about to happen.
See, I could never see COD. It's like those you
That was
don't
my
connect to those characters that much, though.
mhm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That's
would
why he
you?
was yeah, that's why he was saying he found Fortnite instead. That's he
Yeah,
was
it's like your
well,
connection to the skin is insane.
yeah, like but to be honest, Call of Duty could have done the trading cards really well, just with based off of like the campaign, because you connect to the characters based off the campaign instead of for
Not
like
me. I played when I played. I played a little bit of campaign, but I was there for multiplayer. I was there for deathmatch. You know, I
yeah,
was
like but it depends when so like I started playing Call of Duty like Call of Duty 2 like early on. Like so it was like really only campaign back then. Like so it at some point it got to the point like what is that Modern Warfare. No, it might have been Black Ops when I like it was a point where I stopped playing campaign and only played multiplayer, but it was
mhm.
years where campaign was the only thing that was, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it. It's a great game. It just doesn't match up to the nostalgia.
Oh, for sure. Nothing does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's and I won't say nostalgic because Call of Duty is pretty nostalgic, I
Oh yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah.
It's more of just the connection with the characters, as Omar said.
hmm Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not gonna be like there's nothing to make you a diehard fan
and
of.
like even if you could customize them in the way that you would in those games with like tattoos or scars on the
Mhm,
face, it's
mhm.
not the same. You
Yeah.
know,
Ha
this
ha
this
ha ha ha.
I like Modern Warfare 3. I think was my favorite.
Yeah, man. Listen, I know, Matt. Yo, yeah. Well, we had that. To not the way called. Now, Matt, you
That's
just
my
brought me
all
back.
right.
You just brought me back.
That's my favorite Call of Duty. That's
Yes.
the only reason I play Black Ops. Or
hmm
no, the verse. So there's Modern Warfare made by one gaming company, and then the other one made by the other, right?
Yeah. Activision Blizzard.
And
You got
whichever
it.
one makes the. So I like one for multiplayer, and then
hmm
I like the other one for zombies.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Zombies was fun. Like I want a Fortnite version of that, but
Yeah.
it's a little different. It's a little different.
Like, cause that one was. I mean, zombies was all it was for a minute. Like that,
Hmm
it was crazy. It was crazy for sure. That was my
That
senior
was
year of high school. That was my
addicting.
junior senior year of high school, for sure.
You fuck around and you be playing that match for 2
Yeah,
hours. That one
one hundred
match.
percent,
You cannot stop. It's been 2 hours and then
one
you
hundred
fucking die.
percent.
It's like, "Shit, do I
Yep,
start another one or do I
yep.
not?"
That was the first time like we really started using it. Like my friend group really started using the terminology carry, because like they like when you looked at those
Yeah.
numbers, it'd be like, bro, what was you doing this whole time? Like, how do you have 9 kills? That was a great time, man.
I mean, so the custom yeah, I even think like cuz what do you call it? What's the other one you mentioned earlier that's kind of like Fortnite?
Well, PUBG.
No, the newer one that
Oh, Apex Legends,
Apex
Valorant.
Legends.
Yeah.
So they've got characters too,
hmm
but it's the simplicity of the Fortnite mixed
hmm
with the like the complex, but it's the design, I think.
Yeah.
There's something about the simplistic versions of it
Yeah.
that just hold better than all Apex Legends and those,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
I can't put it into words, but it's not the same.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Man, what a
Mhm.
time. My goodness. Yeah, that was
So,
that was an era of gaming, man. My goodness, for sure.
I mean, we talking about how I mean, did you so this is a little off topic, but I saw a VHS sale happen recently.
Really.
Yeah, a
I didn't see
graded
it.
unopened VHS sale. And I think I sent it to Black Ash because he has like the
The
games.
games, yeah.
And I was like,
Him,
man, this
him and
it
Matt.
yeah, $75,000.
God.
Can you guess what movie? Back to the Future, which is not. It was a great one, right? I was like, that's a pretty good
I only
one.
like it because of sneakers, Air Max. But
Oh my
yeah,
god, stop! You know when
Air
those
Max, yo.
when those shoes came out, you saw them. I'm sure you did.
But you know what's funny? In my head, I actually thought I had a chance of getting them. That's the funny
Of
part.
course you did.
that's
No,
the funny part. No chance,
you
bro.
you have one. Which one? You said you have a Back to the Future graded.
I no way.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure there's some cheaper ones, but I was blown away, and it makes sense though.
Yeah.
And then it made me think about the Fortnite game market. I was like,
Mhm.
mm,
Listen,
I'm probably doing the same thing I did with Blockchain Shards in
mhm.
2019.
Listen, I do want one so bad. I mean, I'm definitely gonna find a moment at some point to attempt it. But yeah, I'm because the thing is, I actually tried to get the because my brother had the physical copy, but he opened it. I tried to get that physical copy again like last year, and it wasn't bad. It just was I just once again I didn't have enough in Fortnite cards to to go and focus on that, which I probably should have.
Yeah, I'm getting to the point where I kind of won't. Before I was like, I don't really care that much
I
because I like print media and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But it's getting to the point where like I've been
bro.
playing this game for 4 years. I should have that.
But that's not only it though. It actually once again it was rare coming
Oh,
out.
it was rare coming out. Yeah, no, I
Like
mean I
that's
get the importance of it.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's like I downloaded the game. I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
Um, man, I
Like they were like it's crazy because like if you
now
go
I want
back
one.
if
I gotta
you
stop thinking about it.
if you go back and look at the articles from that time, they sold for 400 out the gate, resale
All
out the
right.
gate.
If Black Ash is still on, I think you are. We have to do an interview with Black Ash and see his games. I
Yeah,
want to see these things.
yeah, yeah. That was man, that was it's crazy. That was when I definitely like it was one auction about a year and some change ago that I almost had one and then I slipped up a little bit. I wish I could go back to that one.
I mean, because I was looking at games like Zelda. I used to love Zelda.
Mhm.
Nintendo 64 was my jam, so I wouldn't mind some of those things.
Yeah.
Um, but I have never been attached to a game like Fortnite, and
I
so
can't
like,
I can't say that, but this is my highest attachment for sure. This
I
is
mean, I've
by
been attached to games, but like nothing like for you. We created a YouTube channel for this game. Have you created
yeah.
a YouTube channel for another game?
No, but that was different, definitely different time. Like for like I have like stints like NBA 2K call I spent too much time on all of those games, including Midnight Club. Like oh my goodness, it's just all those games that have done it for me. But Fortnite is definitely number one.
I,
Definitely.
I can tell you, there's never been a game that I've played every day for so long. Does
Yep.
that make sense?
Hmm.
Like I've gone on some crazy like record breaking sprints with Fortnite.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Matt brought up Blitz 60. Yo, Blitz was the game. The jersey rip. My goodness, Blitz was the game, man. Sheesh.
What was your favorite console of all time?
PS2.
Wow,
Yeah,
PlayStation.
yeah,
I had to
yeah.
go to Nintendo 64, but
PS2 because it was at like I grew up with that game, that
hmm
console. I grew up with it. Like obviously I played those, but I grew up with that one. PlayStation 2 has to be it for me.
yeah, oh, Sega
No,
Dreamcast.
Dreamcast was a good one.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like Nintendo. I was really into Nintendo. I liked GameCube.
Hmm.
I like those. I like
Yeah,
those. I mean, I had PlayStation too, but like
yeah.
those. That's when Nintendo was hitting their games on point.
Hmm.
They kind of fell off. Like Smash Brothers used to be fire.
Like I like
I played some Halo. Yeah, I played Halo.
Gears of War was my game for a minute too.
Yeah. See, the Halo. I didn't watch the Halo series. Was that any good? Anybody watch that?
I didn't watch that one. Yeah, I wanted to. Oh, Matt, I want to be. I want to be. Trust me. I want to be
I
bad.
mean, I was freaking looking on eBay at freaking VHS tapes, so I think I'm inching my way there. Um, Now my thing with the Fortnite games is which I guess I get the PlayStation one because I bought it on PlayStation.
Hmm.
I guess there's no PC version, right?
No, it is.
Is there a
Yeah,
PC?
it's a PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
There's no PC
I
version, is
think it
there?
is. I'm almost positive.
Black Ash,
Don't.
is
Yeah,
there a PC
I think it is.
version of Fortnite in a
Don't
box?
quote me, but I'm almost positive. I don't know if it's in the. Oh yeah, I think it is. I really do. Don't quote me though.
I feel like that would be download only.
I'm telling you,
The
from
PC
Germany.
is from Germany.
Yeah, yeah, I thought so. It
I
was.
what's the most expensive one? Because the PC one sounds kind of interesting. Is it in German though, or is it in English?
Yeah, yeah, Matt, you got that on lock with everything, bro. PC version was overseas release only.
I don't even know if I've ever played Gears of War.
Yeah, yeah.
I do remember when the PlayStation 3 came out
Mm-hmm.
and there was that Heavenly Sword game. And I
Mm,
remember how crazy people went for like the animations and stuff like
yeah,
that. And then it just fell off. And then they didn't really do anything that groundbreaking.
yeah.
That was it. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I even played for PlayStation 3.
That's when I went.
I really
That's
like
when I went to. That's when I went to Xbox with PlayStation 3. I went to Xbox 360, and I was Xbox since then.
I mean, I was really into multiplayer games, so like a lot of the PlayStation games, there wasn't anything crazy at the time. I guess Call of Duty is like the only
Yeah,
thing. Dang, I might have to look into this. PC, I guess I would be PlayStation or PC. Because I'm PC now, but I started out
I
on PlayStation.
I started off on Xbox, then I went to PlayStation. I probably would want an Xbox version, which would probably be the cheapest. I don't know how it works, but yeah. No, PS1 was
Yeah,
what? Oh my,
PS1 was
PS1 was
lit.
lit. What? Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I like the Super Nintendo. I liked all the Nintendos back then.
Yo,
For
when you
sure.
had the man, listen, the PlayStation 1 where you had the memory cards and then you had to you had to blow on the back of the fan to get it to work again. You
Yeah.
had to clean off the CD with the CD cleaner. Man, errors.
CD cleaner. Who remembers that?
Yo, my
We're
goodness.
showing our age,
We are, bro. Jeez.
which is funny saying that. Yeah, there was no online gaming back then. I mean,
Oh no, I'm way before that.
I've
Yeah.
had so many of the systems. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
online gaming came into play for me.
the first online game for me, I think it was BattleNet for it was for Diablo 2.
Mm, I actually can't remember my first online game, like where I remember it was
I
early
think.
on. I
Ooh,
can't
Diddy
remember.
Kong Racing? Stop.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a
That was a good one.
that's one where you could do racing to like planes or cars and all that kind of stuff, right?
Crash Bandicoot, Autumn Joints
I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure mine was Diablo. If y'all haven't played that, that was a great game.
had it was a couple random ones I used to like too, like Spyro. I love
Okay,
Spyro.
actually, I take it back. Black Ash knows what I'm about to say. Epic Games may have been my first. They might have had my first online game. Epic Games made Unreal Engine, right? They
Hmm.
also had Unreal Tournament.
Hmm.
I don't know the whole history of Epic Games of when it became Epic Games, but Unreal Tournament was you can see it on Rest Lord. He has a little logo. It
Hmm.
was a deathmatch style shooter game, first person shooter,
Hmm.
multiplayer on the computer. That was my first online game. When did that come out? Had to have been 1999. So that was my first online. It had to have been. I can't think of anything. So if you guys haven't played Unreal Tournament, that game was crazy. It got a 10 out of 10 on Steam.
I can't even spell this one. You see, back then it was so different because then it was like you switched games with people. You took your cousin games and everything like that. It was so different back then when it came to like gaming.
Oh yeah.
used to borrow games and used to.
Who
Oh my
remembers
goodness,
memory cards?
dude, I'm telling you, the memory cards, bro.
PlayStation 2 memory cards,
Yep,
and they used to even make them so you could like see through them.
yep.
Yeah, 1999 for freaking Unreal Tournament. I should not have been playing that game. I'm pretty sure it was rated M. How old was
Blockbuster,
I?
my goodness. Yeah, they really did.
Blockbuster.
Yo, so I have like even like it was this game. I just looked it up to make sure I wasn't tripping. The one of the best race games for PlayStation 2 was this game called Kentucky, bro. Kentucky was this
I never even heard of it.
yo, I'm telling you, I was into them random games. Kentucky was a great game.
I mean, I used to play like Need for Speed and stuff like
Oh,
that. Those were always cool.
Midnight Club was the best racing game. I don't care.
Yeah,
Anybody can
those
say
or
Midnight.
Pursuit. What was it? Hot Pursuit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. See, Midnight Club had I guess it had the best response time. Like Need for Speed was solid for sure. But Midnight Club was it.
Now, the most underrated console is the PSP.
Yes. First of all, hold on. Let me put this in here. Fight Night, the boxing game, was
hmm
A1, bro. And that's what on PSP, I loved it. I used to, oh my goodness,
When I
bro.
say PSP was ahead of its time,
By a long
you
shot.
you could watch movies on it. You could
Yeah.
browse the internet. You
Yeah.
could play multiplayer.
Hmm.
You could take it with you. That
Yep.
was like when did the iPhone come out?
It was definitely ahead of its time. Oh yeah, those are all great driver games on
So
there. My
the
goodness.
PSP came out before the iPhone,
Hmm.
right? I mean, it was already doing like most of the stuff the iPhone does. It just
Yeah.
wasn't touchscreen. The
Like,
PSP was so ahead, and it doesn't get as much. It doesn't get nearly even to this day. The new
hmm.
PSPs are pretty much the same. That's
Yep.
how ahead they were.
Yep. It was no need for them to do any major. It was
hmm
perfect. It was perfect. Play yeah. PSP was it. It was it for sure.
that has to go down as like one of the most underrated, for
Yeah, I
sure.
remember when I first got my Game Boy Color. I got it on my birthday, and my cousin stole it on my birthday. So
Oh my god,
I didn't get it back for like 2 months. It was crazy, bro. Oh man, good
man, so
times.
games are freaking nostalgic.
It really is.
Yeah, I remember downloading movies and running out of room on my movies on my
My goodness.
PlayStation. It was like the iPad at the
It
time for
really, yeah,
me.
yeah.
What was the freaking BitTorrent? What did I use? LimeWire.
LimeWire. Oh my goodness, bro. The
Oh
illegal
my
down
gosh.
that was A1 illegal downloads right there.
We do not. This is not. We do not recommend downloading illegal stuff. I don't know what
We
the
good.
copyright. I don't know what it is. Um, LimeWire was something I heard of back in the day. Never used it.
Yo. Yo,
Oh,
Pokemon Red and Blue was nuts. Oh my goodness. I
freaking
can hear the music
LimeWire.
in my head. Yo, okay, I'm gonna tell you an underrated Game Boy game. The Ninja Turtles one. The Ninja Turtle Game Boy game was underrated,
There
bro.
wasn't a single Game Boy game I played besides Pokemon. Like when I tell you, like I just wanted to collect, like catch rare Pokemon and give them to
Yeah,
100.
yeah.
Like you could spend so many hours on a car ride playing Pokemon.
You could.
Even
Yep.
to this day, I don't even like the new Pokemon games. I want the old ones back. I
Yeah.
don't care about the graphics. I don't care about that. I want the
Yeah.
level building. And all that. I
Yep.
don't know what it was, but I was hooked.
With that music, I can hear the music in my head. It lives rent free. Literally.
Like I don't.
Napster. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how to download stuff anymore. I just stream stuff now.
Yeah.
Like streaming was the best thing that could happen because
Yeah.
illegal downloads was just through the roof,
Bro,
right?
remember when like on LimeWire when like somebody will put the name of a song or something on there and it would be something completely
Completely
different?
different.
Like, yo, what did I just
You
download?
have no idea what you're downloading from
No,
LimeWire. You're like,
literally.
you're just trusting the good nature of people,
Yo,
just
oh my
downloading to your
goodness.
PC.
That is crazy. Literally crazy.
Like, I wouldn't even know how to do that for my PSP anymore. I don't remember how I got them on
No,
there.
yeah, no, that was it was a system to it for sure.
Yeah, I can't even
Burning
remember.
CDs. Oh my good. Oh, man, okay, we're going. Listen.
We're going too far. What are we going to title this episode? Like nostalgia. We're
Yeah,
just
that's.
showing you guys how important nostalgia is.
Hmm.
That's what we're doing.
There you go.
When we're living
We
in the
we
metaverse
we
10
bringing
years
it
from now,
bringing it full circle. Bringing it full circle.
this is what it's gonna be like when we're talking about Fortnite. So remember we used to play with controllers? Oh
Yo,
yeah, I remember that shit.
yo,
I
that'd be
used to have a
crazy.
wire.
Yo, yeah, that's nuts.
We used to have a mic. Remember you had to talk into a mic? You remember
Into
that?
a mic. Oh man.
That's gonna be us in like 10 years. The only thing I got this week was these finally came in, and I'm missing the Midas ones. I just got
Yeah.
the Meowscles ones. I'm excited to see if Meowscles and Midas are in the next comics.
Yo, Matt.
How to burn CD
Mercy.
in the metaverse. So that's gonna be our first metaverse video. Is we're gonna do a tutorial on how to do that.
There you go. But no, Omar, I did have one, but minor hiccup. So next week for sure.
Oh, I didn't even notice you changed your Omega back there to
Visitor.
your yeah, to the visitor,
Yeah, I
your
got it.
swinging card.
Omega hit different up there though. I might have to put them back on there.
Might need to put that a ticket up there.
I know, right?
It probably won't. It probably doesn't stand, does it?
I want to get it graded.
I want to get mine graded too. Black Ash, where are we on that? Our graded ones. I mean, our signed ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Omar.
Omega went cheap.
Somebody got a great Omega. I'm happy for whoever got that.
I mean, I feel like it's hard because there's so many good cards out there
It's
that
just
people
all
are.
about it's moments.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
moments.
All
I'm
right,
just glad I got mine.
we already hit midnight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some last questions. Does anybody have any questions before we hop off? And while they're putting those questions up, if you have any comments you want to leave, we really appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe.
Mhm.
Um, we really enjoy doing these videos, but
For
like
sure.
seeing that feedback is really great for us. So all those
Mhm.
who have been commenting and we've been answering, we really, really appreciate all the comments.
Yes, for
Um,
sure.
I love waking up and seeing comments so we can interact even more with you guys. So we do appreciate that.
Definitely keep those coming.
And I think we're at 170 subscribers. So in 30 more subscribers, I want to give away my Peely 9.5
Yeah.
Koro sticker. I really want to give it away. So help
Yeah.
us get to 200 so we can plan another giveaway. That would be great.
Omar, it'll be up immediately. Well, it usually take up what it take like as soon as we done with live, it take what like a couple minutes or
Yeah,
maybe
it should start uploading pretty quickly.
yeah,
I've never actually timed it. I'm gonna do
yeah,
that tonight and see like how
yeah,
long it. But it should go right as soon as we end the broadcast. It should start uploading. It's automatic.
yeah. Oh, that's a good question actually, Kari.
Um,
Dyer for 200.
the Ghoul Troopers. I saw a base Ghoul Trooper. I mean, a cracked ice raw Ghoul Trooper for like 600.
Oh
That
yeah.
wasn't last month. That's last 2 months maybe. Um, the Aura 9.
Hmm.
I think got it for steel. Trying to think of what else.
Oh my goodness, Dark Bomber Hollow PSA 9 for 76. Of course it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Matt. That was Matt. Of course, I forgot.
I appreciate AK Bog. Thank you for giving us a shout out. And if you guys don't
Yeah,
know, please go.
definitely.
I said it earlier, but please check out AK Bog's YouTube video. We do have another box we're going to give away
Yes.
too.
Sitting right up here. This is somebody's right here. So we gotta figure out when we gonna do that for 3. What you think?
For 300.
Or we can do it. I don't know. Whenever we can do
Well,
something else. We can do something
let's
else
see
with
how
100.
fast we get to 200, and then
Yeah,
we'll do it. Maybe we'll just do some kind of contest for it. That'd be kind of fun.
yeah, yeah. Christopher, this is our Omar, thanks by the way for the interview wise. This is our one of our favorite things to do for sure. Like I can't wait for our next interview. I think we know what we're gonna do for sure.
What do you guys want us to ask them? Put some questions into the
Yeah,
comments for us, and
yeah,
like, what do you guys want to see? You want to see more? We did a top 10. Do you guys want to see anything else? You want to just see
yeah.
like a showcase? What do y'all want to see so we know?
Oh, now that's a major one, aka ball. My goodness.
That's crazy. But you have a couple, right? I think I only have one now, so I can't do anything with mine. Mine's stuck with me.
Yeah.
All right, here's a small request. I mean, On the next stream? Yeah, we can do it on the next stream. We'll start a
Yeah,
discussion with that.
yeah,
Um, I already know my answer, but
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
we'll save that one. We'll save that one, Stray Kid, and we'll put that on the next. That's a good topic.
Saturday
Thanks,
night.
Frankie. Thanks, Frankie.
Omar, that's funny.
Omar said we should start at 9 p.m. I just so you guys know, I have 4 kids, so I try to do. I try.
Foreign baking.
Yeah,
Let's
I
clarify
have
that.
one. I have one on the way also. So
And I have,
I try to wait till they're in bed, so you
yeah,
guys don't hear how crazy my house is.
and I have one any day now. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm
just
excited for you.
yeah, yeah.
We all get to experience Rob as a first time father. So
Man,
series 2 is the answer.
there you go.
That's the what do you call it? The twist ending right there.
The
Is it
silver
series one?
lining.
Is it series 1 or series 3? The twist ending is series 2.
Oh man,
All right, guys. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys next week.
for sure. Have a good one, y'all.